All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Tuesday evening. Another edition of KnicksFanTV's Play-by-Play Live, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com and use code KFTV for a first-time deposit match up to $100. The 21-15 New York Knicks take on the 10-25 Portland Trailblazers at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. So on tonight's show, we're going to get to it, man. Live play-by-play, and we're going to track our underdog picks of the night. So play alongside with us. Play to win, but play responsibly. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP the Franchise, Alex Rataros, and Coach Chaz Franklin back with us. Coach, how you feeling, man? Welcome back, man.
Oh, thank you for having me. I am glad to be back. We got a lot to get through today.
You know, after you're a Philly guy, and the Sixers are your heart. So after the Knicks ran Philly out of town, man, I didn't know if you were going to come back, man. I didn't know if you were going to come back and rock with us, man.
Well, you know what? I took a beating that night. Listen, I love New York City. You guys haven't been very kind to me in the last, 7 days? I mean, the Giants. Absolutely annihilate my Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Brunson and DiVincenzo and these guys and Josh Hart. They come back to Philadelphia and they give me another gut punch. So I'm on life support these days, man. But you know, as for tonight, I'm all New York Knicks.
There you go, man. And Al, on our underdog pick of the day, it is OG Anunoby 1.5 steals. Now this one is a little bit different with underdog because usually you have the option to go higher or lower. But this OG pick 1.5 steals is a underdog scorcher pick, and what that means is if you have to select higher. And if he gets 2 steals or more in this game, you get 1.25 times your money that you put up on your ticket, Al. OG averaging 1.6 steals in his last 5 games. You got the Portland Trailblazers, number 27 in the league in turnover percentage. What do you think about this pick, man? I like this one.
I like this one, too. It's going against a Portland Trailblazers team that is, it's not doing too well right now. They're going through a whole youth movement. Sure, you got Malcolm Brogdon and Jeremy Grant out there, 2 of the savvy veterans on that team. But this team is still young, still trying to find its way. I think with a youthful team, they're going to make a lot of mistakes. So for OG Anunoby tonight, he's probably going to be guarding Anthony Simons. I'm expecting him to get a lot of steals tonight.
Coach, in OG Anunoby, the Knicks have got their true wing, a multi-positional defender, the wingspan, the size, athleticism. What's your impressions of this player and how he can potentially impact this defense?
Well, you know what, CP? I guess as you look at the Knicks during the last 4 games, they're number 1 in the NBA in defensive rating. This can directly be attributed to OG. Look, at the end of the day, right? He can guard 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4. During the matchup with the Sixers, I saw him switching out on Tyrese Maxey, who's kind of up for an all-star bid. He switched out on Poole a bit. The other thing that's not being talked about, I think, is that he's not a prolific three-point shooter. But in terms of the corners, right, he's doing a great job of spacing out to the corners, getting to the deep X. I mean, that's Nick Nurse all the way from his days in Toronto, and that's opened up the floor, I guess, for everybody else. I mean, Jalen Brunson has been absolutely on fire these last 4 games. And I think that's partly, can be contributed to OG, to be honest.
No question. And Al, Coach spoke about Jalen Brunson. I had to add Jalen Brunson to my pick'em ticket, Al. Here's where I went with the rest of my picks for tonight's matchup with the Blazers, man. I went with Quentin Grimes, man. I'm going with the Grimes Hive once again, the hot hand. 1.5 three-pointers made. Grimes has hit 2 or more in each of his last 2 games. I'm going back with the hot hand, Quentin Grimes, against a terrible Portland Trailblazers defense. Another area where the defense is weak is against opposing point guards. And Coach just talked about it, Jalen Brunson, the reigning Eastern Conference Player of the Week. I'm going with Jalen Brunson Brunson with higher than 27.5 points in this game. As we talked about, I'm taking the higher on OG Anunoby, 1.5 steals. And then my last pick on this 4-pick ticket, Al, I'm going with Scotty Barnes, higher than 28 points and rebounds. Toronto visiting the Lakers after beating the brakes out of the Golden State Warriors. Scotty Barnes in his history against the Lakers, averaging 37 points and rebounds against this Laker team. A Laker team that has struggled to defend, especially opposing wings, opposing threes. I'm going with Scotty Barnes with a hot night tonight. 28 plus points and rebounds, man. Where are you going tonight on your tickets?
Okay, outside of the OG Anunoby higher than 1.5 steals that I chose tonight because I expect him to make some make impact on the defensive end.
Yeah.
I went with Julius Randle higher than 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Tonight he's going against Jeremy Grant, who, even though he is a solid defender in his own right, Julius Randle's just playing on another level. I think he's going to be able to just eat on the boards tonight. You know, he's been a better facilitator this season. And look, with the new spacing right now, he's able to get downhill at an easier rate. I think he's going to get higher than 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists tonight. I then took Jalen Brunson from higher than 4.5 free throws made.
Yeah.
He's a guy that knows how to draw contact and get to the free throw line, slow down the game. I see Brunson going to be able to do that tonight against the guards for the Portland Trailblazers. I then took Anthony Simons. Like I said, he's going to have the OG Anunoby assignment on him. I'm choosing lower than 24.5 points tonight. We saw how OG has been able to guard Anthony Edwards. So I'm expecting Anthony Simons to have a difficult time as well. And then Jeremy Grant, I chose higher than 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Pretty sure the last time he played the New York Knicks, he went berserk. I think he had over 40 points actually the last time he played the Knicks. So I'm going with another strong night for Jeremy Grant.
There you go. Once again, for you people at home, get your picks in before tip-off, Underdog Fantasy, or use our link in the video description. Use our code KFTV for an instant deposit match up to $100. How about this one, Al? Underdog. Let me hang on. Let me get to my screen here. Get back to it. So we also did the draft, Al. Me and Alex went head-to-head in an underdog draft for the day, a daily underdog draft. And in this one, we went positionless. We went with the Superflex picks on underdog, a two-man draft. This is for $30 on the line, me versus Alex. And my squad is Jalen Brunson. I went Brunson first, Anthony Davis, Julius, Scotty Barnes, Kyrie Irving, and Desmond Bane. And Al, go ahead and talk about your team, man.
Yeah, I decided to go in a different direction. You know, I decided to have a little fun with it because I believe in my guys, Luka Doncic, who I chose, and LeBron James, and Pascal Siakam.
There you go.
So I decided to add a little more fun. Isaiah Hartenstein, because he's just been killing it for the New York Knicks. RJ Barrett, because he just had a strong outing for Toronto. And then, you know what, CP? Just because, you talked poorly to this Hive last year when he was a Knick, I decided to go with Cam Reddish for a revenge game against you.
Okay.
Not for anybody else, just you.
All right, there we go, man. So let's see what happens tonight. Both teams getting ready to tip off just shortly, and hopefully we get a Knicks victory, man. Hopefully we get a Knicks victory. Coach, while we wait on tip-off, man, you had a recent accomplishment that we definitely want to share with the audience with USA Basketball, man. Tell the people about what you're going to be doing with the USA team.
Well, first of all, man, thank you guys, man, for just, recognizing the accomplishment. Like I was telling Al before, I'm still that 8-year-old, 7-year-old, 6-year-old little kid, man, at the schoolyard that just infatuated, just obsessed with the game of basketball. So it's a bit surreal, but I will be joining USA Basketball this February for the pre-Olympic America Cup on the men's side. It's hard for me to even find the words to express my gratitude. It's a surreal moment for me, just to be able to represent your country and help in any way. I'll be doing some stuff with support staff as well as some player development, and I just look forward to it. They normally, for this tournament, it's kind of a prelude to the Olympics. Other countries kind of get tuned up, and I just can't wait to get out there, man.
There you go, man. There you go. Well, for them to select you, they must think very highly of you, man, and the work that you do. So congratulations. Way to represent the country, man, and we support you all the way, man. So great job on that. Absolutely, man. As we see, and for those of you in the chat, we are also live on playback, man. So we are watching this game together and in sync on playback. Shout out to our guys over at Playback for the invitation to do this. I like it, man. Good technology. You get to tap in on the game. Now, also on the MSG broadcast, they got Gus and Clyde tonight. So our guy Gus Johnson is back on the call tonight now.
A little nostalgia back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got a little nostalgia here.
Absolutely. Little nostalgia indeed, man. So we'll see how they stack up. You know, the one thing about this Knicks team that you have to like, man, is that even though they're trying to get it together, they've just been going out there and handling business still. You know, they've been a collective group. Their effort has been sharp and on point, and it just seems like we're bringing OG Anunoby here. It's raised the level of play, especially on the defensive end by this team. Their defense is much more intense at this juncture in time with the addition of OG Anunoby, man.
Absolutely. And you got to like that defensive intensity, especially for after losing Mitchell Robinson, right? We just saw the defense take a step back, and then when you also combine the fact that the Knicks switched their starting rotation to include Dante DiVincenzo over Quentin Grimes, who was their best defender, who always took on the toughest assignment. That defense did take a step back, and we saw it, man. Everybody was putting up what felt like 120, 130 points against the New York Knicks all of last week. They've kept teams, under 110 points in each and every outing. So because of that, you see how much just OG Anunoby is able to impact that defensive end. But we also got to give kudos to Isaiah Hartenstein, man, because he's been playing his tail off, getting blocks, critical blocks against Rudy Gobert, Patrick Williams, you name it. He's just been on another level. And then you see on the offensive side how he just opens up the floor. But the fact that the Knicks are able to have a good offense, it balances everything so they don't have to worry, right? I like to think about football where it's a complementary game, right? Where if you have good offense, your defense is going to thrive because you got to honor both sides of the court. If you only have to rely on one side, it's going to be a much difficult game to keep up with the opponent.
And the Knicks start this one off with a steal after Portland gets the tip. Dante in the passing lanes, thefting and finishing with a slam. 2-0 Knicks. Here's Scoot Henderson bringing the ball up to Simons. Back to Scoot. Scoot driving on Jalen Brunson, driving right. Hartenstein with the help and another steal. Gets it to Dante running the break up the middle. He gets it to Julius on the trailer. Julius goes back to Dante. Elbow three. Goes to the bank and off. Rebound by Jeremy Grant. Gets it out to Anthony Simons. Simons guarded by DiVincenzo. Portland going with Simons, Scoot Henderson, Dwap Heath, Jeremy Grant, and Tumani Kamara. Here is Jeremy Grant guarded by Julius Randle. Top of the key. Grant driving right. Scoops it up and in. All right, 2-2. Now here comes Jalen Brunson bringing the ball up. He gets it over to Dante. Back to Brunson at the top of the key, guarded by Scoot Henderson. Here comes Hartenstein with the left screen. Brunson pull up three. Misses. Rebound by Jeremy Grant. Grant bringing the ball up. He's guarded by Dante DiVincenzo. Scoot Henderson sets the screen. Jeremy Grant drives over it. And he gets it stuffed. Is that a steal for OG Anunoby, Al? I believe that is a steal. And here comes Brunson to Hartenstein. Back to Brunson. Dumps it down to Julius, guarded by Scoot Henderson. Julius wants to post up. Here comes Heath with the help. Nobody there. Here comes OG down the middle for the slam. OG Anunoby filling the lane very well. Gets the steal on one end and the slam on the other. So one steal already as we monitor the underdog fantasy pick of the night. And here come the Knicks again. OG bring the ball up. Guarded by Jeremy Grant. OG driving and attacking. Dante with the cut. That goes off someone's knee, but here comes DiVincenzo again. Corner three. Knocks it down. Knicks getting anything they want right now and take a 7-2 lead. All right, here's Anthony Simons. Guarded by Dante DiVincenzo. Hartenstein showing on the blitz. Here comes Scoop down the lane. Scoop lay in and gets it. 7-4 Knicks. Jalen Brunson brings the ball up. Guarded by Scoot Henderson. Takes the screen from Hartenstein. Brunson stop and pop. In and out. Rebounded by Kumara. Gets it out to Anthony Simons. Bringing the ball up on the right side. Guarded by Jalen Brunson. Dumps it down to Jeremy Grant, who wants Dante DiVincenzo in the post. Backing him down. Gets it out to Heath for three. No good. Rebound DiVincenzo out to Brunson. Brunson surveying the field. Blazers showing a little help. Here's Julius Randle. Elbow three. Oh, in and out. Rebounded by Heath. Gets it out to Simons. Simons bringing the ball up. He wants to attack. Driving the lane. Easy layup over Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's 7-6 Knicks. But here comes Julius Randle right back. Gets the foul and one. Easy one on Tumani Kumara. You know, Coach, one of the things that Julius Randle said that really has changed his game when he was on the mend with ankle surgery, he looked at film and said that, you know, he was taking bad shots last year. And so now he's altered his shot selection. He's opting to drive into the basket a lot more, now averaging 15 drives per game as opposed to 9 in his previous 4 years with the Knicks, man. What's your thoughts on Randle's new approach?
Well, you know what? He's been an absolute terror in the post. I mean, everyone knows that. But I think the thing that makes him unique, even though he's been attacking the rim, is his ability to stretch the floor. I mean, that's allowing iHeart to come down, to play in the dunker, for them to play 4 out, 1 in, and even play 5 out at times. You know, so I like how he's attacking the rim. But you know what? Let's not forget that he can stretch the floor, and that's open up the whole lane, the whole paint for everybody else. So, I mean, he's a dual threat at this point. I love what he's doing.
Anthony Simons knocks down that 3. Knicks now up 10-9 on the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Brunson, guarded by Scoot Henderson. Gets it to iHeart. iHeart gets it back to Brunson. Goes to the cutting Julius Randle in the paint. Out to OG. OG driving. Gets it to Julius Randle. Good ball movement by the Knicks. Here's Dante. Elbow 3. No good. Rebound Julius Randle. And couldn't hold on to it. Collected by Isaiah Hartenstein. Here's Brunson finding the cutting. Anunoby for the reverse slam.
Wow.
Great offense there by the Knicks. Good effort, good ball movement, and they got what they wanted in a high-efficiency shot from OG Anunoby. Here he comes on the other side, guarding Simons. Simons with a nice jumper over the outstretched arms of Anunoby. Here's Brunson driving up the left side, guarded by Simons. Gets it to Dante. Dante wants Hartenstein to cut. He does. Out of the stroke. Oh, gets to the OG Anunoby for 3. Misses, but OG gets his own rebound. Gets it out to Julius Randle. Julius fakes the 3, and he's driving and attacking. Driving kick to Brunson. Swings it to Anunoby for the corner 3. It is the OG Anunoby show right now. The Blazers need timeout. Chauncey Billups calls timeout 15-11. The Knicks take a 4-point lead. And OG Anunoby making his presence felt. The man of the night, Coach. Making his presence felt on both ends of the floor, man.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, just in that possession alone, 2 corner threes, you know what? And let's kind of revisit the point that you just made about Randle attacking the rim, right? Julius Randle gets downhill, but it started with a bad closeout. And we're speaking to, once again, his ability to shoot the 3 ball, stretch the floor. I mean, he's not a great 3-point shooter. I think we all know that, right?
Yeah.
But just the threat of it is allowing him to get down the floor, downhill, get into the lane, and there's OG right in the corner for another 3. So I think the Knicks found something here.
Al, what's your thoughts so far, man?
I think the one thing that's been standing out, just not only in this game, but the last couple of games, is that the Knicks really have some lethal cutters. I mean, above average cutters. I mean, between OG and Anunoby, man, and especially his ability to dunk and to finish through contact, it takes the Knicks to another level when you talk about off-ball movement. You have Dante DiVincenzo who likes to cut. You have OG Anunoby who likes to cut. Quentin Grimes, Josh Hart. Between those 4 players alone, and if you have someone like Jalen Brunson, who we now see his playmaking chops is much better, considering that everybody's knocking down their shots and getting easy looks. Julius Randle's improved his playmaking. But when you have a guy like Isaiah Hartenstein who's able to play at the top of the post and find guys who are also cutting, it just makes this game so much easier for the Knicks. And you got to love that free-flowing offense, man. This is just a spacing that we need to see to watch our 2 stars thrive.
Father Peace in the chat says OG is getting comfy. Watch out, league. Certainly looks that way so far. A lot of cutting by OG Anunoby and Dante DiVincenzo, giving the Knicks good energy on the offensive end. The one says OG doing what he do, playing defense and cutting. Elite Hunters, OG, best trade ever. The Knicks fans are feeling this OG move, man. Corner 3, OG. Shout out to JJ from Brooklyn in the chat. Knicks currently up 15-11. CP the franchise here. Coach Chaz Franklin, Alex Sotaros in the building. The Underdog Fantasy play-by-play live. And right now, speaking of OG Anunoby, we are tracking OG for our Underdog pick of the night. 1.5 steals. And if OG hits, and your entire ticket has to hit, you will get 1.25 times your money. And he started the game off with the steal. So already out the gates hot. We'll see if he can get 2. Maybe he gets 2 before the half is over, and that's 1 down. So to everybody in the chat, hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Almighty Finesse, stop playing with my guy, OG, let's go. A lot of OG fans in here. Let's do it.
I like how within the first 4 minutes of the game, the Knicks got 3 steals right off the rip.
Right off the rip. Out in transition. Easy buckets. Let's do it. That's not a just them getting hot. I think this is their identity, man.
Definitely. I mean, the defensive identity for a Tom Thibodeau team, it's synonymous at this point, right?
Yeah.
But the fact, this is what I said when I said OG Anunoby for more than 1.5 steals. It's that it's a young team. There's going to be moments where they just are too loose with the rock. And hey, 4 minutes in, looking so good so far on that OG Anunoby pick.
Yeah. Here's Julius Randle running up the right-hand side. He's guarded by Toumani Camara, the rookie. He's looking to back him down. Heath trying to provide him a little shade. Here's OG, top of the key. Swings it to Randle. Randle driving right. Back to OG. OG down the lane, drives, kicks out to DiVincenzo. Back to OG, corner 3, and he hits! OG Anunoby off to a hot start, and the ball movement continues by these New York Knicks. Great job. Here's Heath, top of the key, guarded by Hartenstein. Gets it over to Scoot Henderson. Scoot, guarded by Jalen Brunson. He's surveying, takes it back out, kicks it to Anthony Simons. Simons backing up, guarded by Dante DiVincenzo. Now he drives, he attacks, corner 3, Jeremy Grant. No good, but a foul. Foul on OG Anunoby. With, I didn't see how much was left in the shot clock, but looks like Jeremy Grant will be headed to the line for 3. Yeah, looks like, well, what will they call there? Because, are they actually, no, okay. Looks like a common foul. OG Anunoby, 10 points out the gate. Frame Bloss music. Oh, giveth and taketh. Jeremy Grant to the line. Knocks down 1 of 3. The high flyer, Shadon Sharp, set to check in. And
so what's that Jeremy Grant's still a Portland Trailblazer by the trade deadline?
I mean, man, look, from a business side of things, you understand why he signs that deal to take the money, but he's got to be looking for a way out, man. I mean, this is a tough position for him to be in as kind of the sole vet. You know, Dame left him high and dry. Said, "It's your team now, buddy. Good luck." So, oh man, tough spot, man. Tough spot.
Coach, is there any team that you'd like to see Jeremy Grant on?
Well, I mean, like you guys already said, first of all, he's in a precarious position right now. I mean, Portland is like bare bones. I mean, I guess there are a number of teams who could use a defensive wing like him. You know, I mean, he's been a feature player for the Blazers this year. I don't know, maybe a Philadelphia. Philadelphia. I like his versatility. I think the Sixers are like one guy away from. I mean, they're third in the East right now, but maybe one guy away from really making a run at the Eastern Conference. I know this is a Knicks show, but you probably think so. You know, it'd be an interesting situation. But let's see what happens around the trade deadline. I'll be tuned in for sure. I want to see where he goes.
For sure. And OG Anunoby hits another 3, folks. So right now, OG Anunoby scorching hot. 3 for 4 for downtown, 13 points. And he's cooking right now. Jeremy Grant back at the line. Josh Hart will come in for Dante. Dante also gave the Knicks some really good minutes to open the game. Jay from State Farm says, JJ's from State Farm, OG going for 40. Okay, Grant hits 2. 23-15. Or 21-15, rather. 5:40 to go. Here's Jalen Brunson probing, guarded by Scoot Henderson. Fakes a step back up. Oh, and hits off the glass.
You predicted the future. Look at that.
Talk about a crafty play from the maestro. I mean, Coach, what do you do with that? You know, what are you saying to a young Scoot Henderson right here to defend this, man?
Stay down, young fella. Read the scout. Personnel. Jalen Brunson, right? We know he's not fast, right? We know he's not fast, but he's decisive. He's a Villanova guy. These guys live in the mid-range. They live in the paint. He's crafty. He's deceptive. Read the scout, young fella. Read the scout. Stay down.
And Brunson completes the three-point play. Here comes Anthony Simons. Bringing the ball up. He's guarded by OG. Gets it over to Shaden Sharp. Sharp guarded by Josh Hart. Sharp driving left by the baseline. Turnaround, step back. Oh, and misses. Rebounded by Julius Randle. Here's Randle bringing the ball up. Jump pass. Brunson, corner three. Air ball. Rebounded by Scoot Henderson. Scoot bringing the ball up. Swings to Anthony Simons on the right side. Simons, fade away. No good. In and out. Rebounded by Julius Randle again. Knicks up 24-15. It's 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Julius Randle. He's guarded by Shaden Sharp. Backing him down. What do we got here? Foul. Foul on Shaden Sharp.
Ooh, you got Deuce McBride getting ready.
The Deuce is getting ready to get loose. Looks like he'll check in for... You're going to check in for OG?
Probably. And then try to take out Brunson on one of the other possessions, right? That's got to be the move. Coach, what's your thought on Deuce McBride?
Well, you know what? He's new money. I was impressed and I was heartbroken in this game versus Sixers. I mean, this guy came out. Tibbs has been talking about it. They're saying he's a much better offensive player than what we've seen thus far. But what I can tell you is that, from my own experience, when you get that comfortability level, where you quote unquote secure the bag, now you kind of go out there and play your game. So I think, the Knicks have found their first guard off the bench at this point. We already know what he brings to the table defensively. So, the synergy's there. That makes perfect sense, in my opinion.
25-15. Knicks with a 10-point lead as the camera pans over to Malcolm Brogdon, Al. A wishful thinking trade deadline target acquisition, which is why the camera's on him. What are you thinking, man? Knicks fans, this is the guy. This is the guy that they want. Oh, someone
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Don't you want him on the Knicks, CP?
Yeah, I would definitely take him on the Knicks. I think he would cost less, and he would absolutely help if he stays healthy. And Jeremy Grant continues to go to work out. That was your pick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What'd you have on Underdog tonight?
More than 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Okay.
25.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Here's Josh Hart. Finds Deuce McBride. Corner three. Right on cue, Coach. Coach getting flashbacks from Philadelphia. Deuce McBride picking right up where he left off with a corner three. The Deuce is loose, and a loose ball picks it up. Here comes Deuce running the break. Gets it to Julius, guarded by Anthony Simons. Julius swings it to Josh Hart, drives down the lane. Here's Precious Achiuwa, corner three. Can't hit. Knicks going with Deuce, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa, and Julius Randle. Here's Jeremy Grant, corner three, in and out. Rebound, Josh Hart. Gets it up to Julius Randle. He's running the break on the left-hand side. Swings it over to Deuce. Elbow three. Just misses. But rebound, Precious Achiuwa. Over to Josh Hart. Swings it to Julius Randle. Oh! And he gets met at the rim.
Sheesh.
Whoa. Sends it back. Who's that? Baji? Baji sends it back on him.
You have Julius smiling afterwards like, oh,
yeah.
Shouldn't have tried that one.
Young fella sends it back on him. Hey, you got to like the aggressiveness, and good job by the youngster there. Accepting the challenge. 28-17, Knicks with an 11-point lead, 3:17 to go in the first. Live from Madison Square Garden.
You got Anunoby with 13 points, Randle with 3, Brunson with 4, Dante DiVincenzo with 5, and McBride with 3 right now. OG beating the leading scorer.
OG, man.
Right? For this team
so
right
far.
now. Who had that on their bingo card?
Yeah,
huh?
right. All right, here is Jeremy Grant, guarded by Julius Randle. He wants a three. He's letting it fly out there. He's looking around the court. He's like, man, Damian here. I got to let it go. Bad pass by Deuce McBride. It is intercepted by the Blazers. Here's Grant running the break. Gets it blocked by Anunoby.
He's all over the floor.
He's all over the floor, Coach. All over the floor, man.
I think he's that dynamic wing on the defensive end that you guys needed. But I think where he separates himself from Barrett, right? Where he separates himself from Andre Barrett is his ability to shoot that corner three and stretch out the floor.
Yeah.
I think Barrett was a capable defender, man. But this guy, he's already got 3 threes, 2 of them from the corner, and a reverse dunk, right? And a big time block. New York City's gonna love this guy for sure.
Good game so far. Knicks up by 11, 3 minutes to go. And speaking of OG Anunoby, once again, we are tracking his underdog fantasy stat of the night. Pick of the night, 1.5 steals. He's got one already. Let's see if he picks up the other.
Sorry, CP.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to inform you, and I'm upset too. But they actually credited to Isaiah Hartenstein for that one.
No
OG
way.
did not get the steal.
I think
so
they
he has
had
no
him
steals right now.
Oh, my goodness. They pulled a foot trick. They had him registered for one already.
Yep. And they put it to Isaiah Hartenstein.
Wow. I can't believe it, man. Damn.
Who's tuning into the NBA right now that would do that? Come on, guys. Don't do that to us.
That's crazy, man. All right, let's track our draft, man. See where we're at on our draft, Al. Let's see where we're at right now. My screen keeps loading. I'm trying to see the okay, I think we got to click on results, right? No? Let's see drafts, completed drafts.
You go to live because it's live right now.
Okay, live. Draft. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see. I'm up on Al right now, 15 points to 9. Team franchise. Brunson and Julius are the only ones playing right now. So I got 8.5 points for Brunson and 5.9 points for Julius Randle. And the way the fantasy works is you get I'm trying to look at the breakdown. You get like 1 point for points, 2 points for blocks, so on and so forth. Let's look at Team Tradecast to see what they're doing right now. You got Isaiah Hartenstein with 9.9 points so far. Okay.
Yeah. Luka hasn't even done anything yet. I'm being carried by Isaiah right now.
All right, let's see, man. Let's see. $30 on the line. Let's see how it goes, man. Night just getting started. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP, Alex, Coach Chaz in the building. Underdog Fantasy play-by-play. Salute to everybody watching on Twitter. Salute to everybody watching on Facebook. As replay shows, the OG Anunoby show. Cutting, dunking, threes, getting the job done all over the court right now. Locked and loaded. The corner three specialist, Coach, just as you said. The corner three specialist, man.
It's like the most valuable shot in the game of basketball because it stretches the floor for one, and it's the shortest distance from the rim. So, if he can keep hitting these corner threes, man, the floodgates are open in the paint. Yeah. Expect Jalen Brunson this second quarter, and there he is again. And there he is again.
Again.
That's number 4. Wow.
Whoa. Are you not entertained, ladies and gentlemen? It is the OG show. 6 of 14 from the downtown. Go to the New York Knicks, and OG Anunoby has 4 of them. Wow. What a night so far. And the Knicks take a 14-point lead. Boy, oh, boy. This Brunson number is looking like it's in trouble, but the OG number is hot right now. Corner three. And you know what's so funny, Al? Underdog didn't have any three-point picks for OG tonight.
Yeah, they knew. That's why.
They
got
know,
the inside scoop.
They know, man. Here's Deuce, guarded by Shadon Sharp. He wants to drive on him and picks up a reach-in foul. 631 Dro in the chat. Pay that man, OG. Father Peace, OG. Throw your OGs in the chat. Knicks Nation, salute. Salute to all of our fans on Facebook. Dwayne Hubbard says, OG moves like a chip winner. And the defense. Absolutely. Dwayne Hubbard, salute. We see you. Salute to everybody watching on Twitter as well.
Ooh, almost, Deuce.
Almost. Deuce trying to cook. Here's Brogdon. Here's the guy guarded by OG. Here he is. Okay.
Soon to be teammates.
Soon to be teammates. All right. I mean, Brogdon gets the switch. Oh, Precious with the reach in and generates a steal. Here's Julius running the break and finishes with ease. So the Knicks defense is not playing with their food tonight, folks. You got to earn it. Brogdon bringing it back up, guarded by Deuce now. Fadeaway, no good. Precious Achua, nice rebound there. Here's Josh Hart running the break, gets it to Deuce on the left side. He is guarded by Matisse Thybulle. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Blazers crowding the paint a little bit. Here's Julius Randle, guarded by Jeremy Grant. Puts it between the legs, looking to back him down a little. Switches to the left. Oh, and there he is again, man. Julius's nemesis tonight. Mr. Baji sending a message to Julius, man. Good help by the young big. All right, sideline's out of bounds. Here's Hart to McBride for three. And the Knicks are just cooking from downtown, 7 of 15 now, as Deuce McBride gets it going. Here's Brogdon bringing the ball up.
He's 2 for 2 from downtown,
Yeah.
CP.
All right, here's Jeremy Grant running again on Achua. Easy layup. Can't have that. Knicks up 36-19 with 50 seconds left in the first. Here's Deuce McBride, guarded by Malcolm Brogdon. Gets a screen by Achua. Over to Randle. Here comes Quentin Grimes, guarded by Shadon Sharp. To Randle, back to Grimes. Here's Grimes probing, back to Randle. Randle backing down Shadon Sharp. Here's Jeremy Grant for the help. Randle slips through the two defenders. Deuce McBride, mid-range. Nope. Oh, but the fake on Thybulle and knocks it down. What a move by Deuce McBride.
The Deuce is loose.
What a move by Deuce, man. He sees a tough defender in Thybulle, gets him with a little up fake there, coach, and gets the mid-range to knock down.
You know what? It's the comfortability factor, man. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like he's unlocking his talent now. When you're looking over your shoulder, when you're not sure if you're in a rotation, when you're not sure how you're going to pay your bills tomorrow, or if you're even going to be in the National Basketball Association, when you get that gorilla off your back, right? Now we're seeing what happens once this guy's comfortable.
Playing loose.
I'm happy for him. Yeah, he's definitely loose. He's loose.
And Jeremy Grant gets a 3 to go. So Jeremy Grant is the hot hand for the Portland Trailblazers right now. He has 13 points, 4 or 5 from the free throw line, 4 of 8 from the field. Knicks take a 16-point lead, a commanding lead right now at the end of one. And the story right now, OG Anunoby, 16 points, 4 or 5 from downtown, 2 rebounds, and they robbed him of a steal. But so far, Al, so good. What's your thoughts on the first quarter, Al?
Talk about the role players getting activated, okay?
Yeah.
You haven't even had to ask much of Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle yet. It has been OG Anunoby and now Deuce McBride being your second leading scorer. Who had that on their bingo card tonight, okay?
Yeah.
OG was 16 points, 4 or 5 from downtown, 6 or 7 from the field. You had McBride 3 or 6 from the field, 2 or 2 from downtown. Man, this when you talk about having complementary basketball where you can relieve your stars of a lot of the pressure.
Yeah.
Look at that. And then on top of that, you have 2 guys who are not only contributing defensively, but giving you something on the offensive side too.
You 2 strong defenders, man, giving you a lot offensively, like you said, and not needing so much from the stars. So, but again, on a night like this where you expect the Knicks to win this game, but you don't play with your food, and that's what I like about this Knicks team. They did that against Washington, even though the Wizards came back in the third with a ferocious offensive game. Good job by them. But overall, the Knicks are going in there. They're handling business. They're respecting each opponent and just trying to go out there and kill, man. You got to love that approach, Coach.
I mean, the Knicks came out and set the tone defensively. I mean, right off the bat, DiVincenzo with a pick 6, right? I mean, what did they have, 4 loud ball turnovers, I guess in that first quarter? I mean, it's one thing to throw the ball into the stands.
Right.
Portland can get the defense set again. But, I mean, when you're getting forcing these loud ball turnovers, it's allowing the Knicks to get in the transition. I mean, the Knicks are absolutely living in transition. You know, and they're also, it can't be overlooked that they're shooting a 3-ball well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, certainly from the last time we spoke.
Yeah.
Okay. We can all agree with that maybe 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, they've been really stroking the ball at a high rate, an efficient rate from 3. If they can defend like this, man, and shoot like this, look, I'm on record.
Yeah.
The Knicks are going to be a problem come April. If
There
they
we
defend
go.
this way and they shoot this way, right? I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter. If you can defend and you can shoot the 3-ball, you got a puncher's chance, and I think that's all they want.
So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP, Alex, Coach Chaz in the building. Second quarter underway. Knicks going with McBride, Hart, Precious Achua, Quentin Grimes, and Julius Randle. And Blazers coming out in the zone here. So let's see how the Knicks respond. Here's Hart. Swings it. Finds Achua in the dunker spot for the easy slam. 40-22. Knicks up by 18. Here is Simons, guarded by McBride. Gets it to Shadon Sharp. Sharp is guarded by Quentin Grimes. Grimes gets it over to Heath, guarded by Achua. Here's Simons again, over to Heath. Heath lets it fly again. Another three-point attempt by Heath. That's off. Rebound, Josh Hart. Hart looking to run the break. Oh, has nobody there and throws it away. Intercepted by Toumani Camara. Here's Shadon Sharp. Uses his athleticism.
Wow.
And gets the slam and one. Nice move by Shadon Sharp, man.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I call him a glider, man. Every time you see him get up, his hang time is crazy, Coach.
I didn't think, to be honest, I mean, I see guys use that gather move. You know,
Yeah.
James Harden used it a lot. I've never seen a guy take off from that far
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
The gather move. I mean, I didn't think he was going to come to that basketball.
That kid is a glider, man. Love his athleticism. As he
Give
goes
me
to
a
the
shade,
line.
give me some shade of J.R. Smith, the way J.R. Smith used to be able to fly, man, through the air.
Yeah.
And Hart and Shadon Sharp knocks it down. Knicks up by 15. Here comes Jalen Brunson checking in for Deuce McBride. So Knicks now going with Brunson, Hart, Grimes, Randle, Achua. Here's Grimes, top of the key, guarded by Sharp. Gets it to Precious Achua. Precious looking for Brunson. Gets it to him. Brunson guarded by Brogdon. Here's Brunson probing. Stop. Oh, and does not get the shot. Here comes Brogdon running the break. Blazers have numbers. Here's Anthony Simons for three. No good. Good rebound by Quentin Grimes. Skies up and gets it. Running the break. Goes over to Julius Randle. Randle looking to drive out to Precious Achua. Top of the key three. No good. That one was interesting. All right, here's Brogdon, guarded by Grimes. He wants a screen by Heath. Back top of the key goes Brogdon, guarded by Grimes. Grimes keeping him in front of him. Brogdon with the lay-in, no good. Tough audition for Malcolm Brogdon so far. Here's Josh Hart, gets to Julius Randle. Julius picking up steam. Ooh.
Wow.
The running jumper and the foul over the smaller Malcolm Brogdon. Impressive drive here, Coach. What'd you see here, man?
Well, you know what? You talked about it earlier today. I guess earlier tonight. Randle just attacking around. He didn't get into the paint. He didn't get into the paint that particular play, right? But he uses that big frame of his and just leans on him. I mean, the 1 foot runner baseline. I mean, I don't know if it was lucky or good, but they always tell me it's better to be lucky than good, right?
Yeah.
So keep going. This Randle, just keep going, right? It counts.
Julius knocks down the free throw. Knicks bench also 10 points to 2 for Portland. Easy night so far for the Knicks. Here's Simons, guarded by Grimes. Gets it to Brogdon. Brogdon looking to do something with it. Guarded by Hart. Gets it back to Simons. Top of the key. Moving on Grimes. Pull up. Knocks it down.
Oh, wow.
Oof. Filthy jumper by
That's a
Anthony
tough shot.
Simons. Oh, yeah. Tough shot. It's a very tough shot. Here's Randle. Throws it out to Josh Hart. 10 points for Anthony Simons. Hart guarded by Shadon Sharp. Gets a screen by Precious. Hart swings it back to the nail. Gets it to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Sharp. He's maneuvering, operating on him. Gets it to Precious in the corner. Precious back out to Josh Hart. 5 on the clock. Here's Hart driving the lane. And he gets his runner. No good. Rebound, Julius Randle over 2 Blazers. And the foul on the floor. Loose ball foul will be called on. See who they're calling. It's either on Sharp or Brogdon. Who they calling on? Somebody was grabbing Randall's arm. As you look at DeAndre Ayton. Forgot about DeAndre Ayton, who's on the men there injured. So Pacers down a little bit of manpower.
So both the centers they traded for are out.
Both are out. All right, here's Julius Randle. He's guarded by Malcolm Brogdon. Interesting defensive assignments here by the Blazers. Here's Brunson operating. Finds Hart for the corner. Hart driving back into the lane. Tries to kick it out. Almost had another turnover. And And there was a tip. It wasn't a backcourt. His Hart, though. Messy turn possession there. And it ends in a turnover. Hart a little bit under control. And Hart, Julius Randle trying to settle him down. Hart a little bit under control. You got to get back to it. Okay, here come the Blazers. Here's Shadon Sharp. Gets it to Simons, guarded by Hart. Slipped this to Heath. Heath driving. Was that blocked by Julius Randle? But the Blazers get the tip back to Heath, who gets a slam. Knicks up by 13 now. So Blazers cutting into the lead a little bit. Trying to make a run here. Here's Jalen Brunson, guarded by Toumani Camara. Gets it down to Julius Randle, still guarded by Malcolm Brogdon. Swings it cross-court pass to Quentin Grimes. Step back three, and he knocks it down.
Woo! Big time.
Big shot by Quentin Grimes. That was one of my picks for underdog. I got Grimes with 1.5 threes. There's one so far. Here's Anthony Simons probing. Gets the floater. No good. Julius Randle rebound. He's looking to run. Here's Julius on the break. Guarded by Camara. Gets it in Brunson. Corner three. Knocks it down.
Wow.
Back-to-back corner three daggers. Chauncey Billups wants a timeout. And the Knicks go back up by 19. Back-to-back corner threes there, Coach. What you like about Julius Randle running the break here, getting Brunson in the corner, man?
Well, you know what? The New York Knicks have a new offensive philosophy. Their secondary transition.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess with four perimeter players who can handle the ball, four guys that can shoot the ball. They're running their wings hard, right? I mean, we all know that. Run your wings hard. But I think the fundamental thing that I'm seeing that's different is they are sprinting to the corner. They are sprinting to the corner. The shooters, they are not funneling to the basket. It's not a 3-on-2, 2-on-1 type situation, maybe for a layup or a dunk. They are running to the corners and spacing the floor. That's allowing Randle to get downhill. He's probing. He's looking. I mean, he's like a freight train. You don't step in front of this guy. We know that's a 2 or a foul. But he has the versatility and the presence of mind to be able to kick to that corner. We like to call it the X, right? I mean, Jalen Brunson, it didn't look like for a second, right, that he was attempting a layup, right?
Yeah.
He ran right to a sweet spot, and Randle found him, man. They got something there. They got something there. OG fits right into the whole, I guess, concept of just spacing the floor, something that he learned, I guess, in Toronto. So you can thank Nick Nurse for that. I am impressed. I'm impressed by the New York Knicks tonight.
Al, so far, what you think about this recent run by the Knicks, man?
The three-point shooting has been on point. I mean, they're 9 of 18 from downtown. That's been the biggest catalyst for their offense so far, being led by OG Anunoby, who's 4 or 5 for downtown. But the three-point shooting, when you get spacing like this, I mean, they now look like a modern team, CP and Coach. I mean, look, the problem with the Knicks in the past is that they didn't have enough three-point shooting. Last year, you had to rely on Quentin Grimes and Jalen Brunson and Emmanuel Quickly. Even Julius Randle, but he took a lot of threes, made a lot, but it wasn't efficient, right? He shot 34% last year, but your best three-point shooters were Brunson, Grimes, and Quickly. Now you have good three-point shooters all around, no matter what lineup you got out there. You got OG, you got Dante, you got Brunson who's shooting well. I mean, those guys leading the way. And then if you're going to have McBride and Quentin Grimes shooting threes at an efficient rate, this whole thing is just going to start rolling easily for this team. And then it just opens up, as Coach was talking about, for Julius Randle to be a freight train getting downhill. I mean, wow, that's the biggest turnaround for this game so far. But, you know, the Trailblazers are just leaving everybody wide open. They're not really getting back out in transition. So it's giving the Knicks some good open looks too.
Yep. True indeed, man. And as you mentioned, the corner threes, last 2 years in corner three efficiency, they've been 4th and 5th in the last 2 years in the league in corner three efficiency. Frequency, 10.6 last year, and now 10.3 this year. So Tibbs is trying to keep that corner three volume up. In terms of accuracy this year, they've been a more accurate team in the corner three. 41% right now shooting from the corners, compared to 38% last year. And now this is the season in its totality. I would love to see what the trend is since the OG Anunoby trade, how they're looking there, because seems like they've certainly gotten a lot more efficient. Okay, back at it. Knicks up by 19. And another turnover by Josh Hart. Maybe we should have taken the turnover number here on underdog for Josh Hart as he picks up his third. Here goes Malcolm Brogdon. Misses. Josh Hart with the rebound gets it out to Jalen Brunson. Brunson back to Hart. Hart running the break very well. Finishes with the right hand. You got to reward him. He's probably so angry at himself. He's throwing the ball all over the place. All right, here come the Blazers. Knicks up by 21. This is turning into a bum night early. Here's Jeremy Grant. Gets to the Heath, top of the key. He's looking to do something with it. Back to Grant. He's got to be the guy for the Blazers. Here he goes. Jeremy Grant tries to get the lane over Brunson and misses. Here's Brunson running the break to Josh Hart on the right side. Hart looking. He's guarded by Matisse Thybulle. Back to Brunson. Brunson gets to the OG. Here's the man of the hour. OG guarded by Heath. He's looking to do something with it. Step back three. Ooh. Doesn't get it, but, out of bounds. And it goes off the Blazers. So Knicks will get the ball back. JJ from State Farm says, OG feeling spicy right now. Salute to Will Latimer. Salute to Will Latimer. We got a lot of franchise channel members in the chat. Salute. Who else we got in here? Salute to Big Dave, moving the ball very well. Yep, absolutely unselfish basketball. Okay, here we go. Sidelines out of bounds to see if they can execute. Here's OG, gets it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein's guarded by Heath. Gets it to Brunson, guarded by Scoot Henderson. Here's Brunson. Slips the screen, operating. Gets it to Quentin Grimes. This is 2 for Grimes. It is! Woo! 2 3-pointers for Quentin Grimes, one of my picks on Underdog Fantasy, and he gets it in an 11-0 run right now by the New York Knicks, and they are up by 24. Here's Scoot Henderson operating right now to Heath. This is his third 3-point attempt, and he hits it. The big man is not afraid to let it fly, folks. Knicks up by 21. 3-point shooting fest by both teams, man. Here's Brunson operating. Gets to the Josh Hart, top of the key, guarded by Jeremy Grant. Here's Quentin Grimes. Does he want 3? And he, just misses. But here comes OG flying in for the rebound and gets fouled. The weak side offensive rebound by OG Anunoby. You got to get a body on him. Flies in here, Coach. Good effort, man.
You know what? I mean, his energy that he just brought to the Knicks, I mean, it's just been infectious. I mean, we saw a play earlier where Josh Hart, it was a backcourt violation. He was unhappy, right? And you mentioned it. But what I noticed is that the Knicks have won every single 50-50 ball tonight. The activity on defense, the offensive rebounds, the way they're sharing the ball. I mean, just watch their first 3 steps in transition, right? That's how you know if these guys are running their lanes hard. Rebound, turnover, bang, 1, 2, 3. I mean, the Knicks are already beyond the hash mark. So the activity, the offensive rebounds, I mean, it's just been invigorating tonight. That's for the Knicks.
True indeed, man. Okay, here we go. Here come the Blazers. Knicks up by 22. Matisse Thybulle gets it out to Scoot Henderson, top of the key, guarded by Brunson. Scoot looking to operate. Mid-range stop and pop off the front rim, rebounded by Quentin Grimes. Here's Grimes running up the right-hand side. Knicks going with Grimes, Hartenstein, Hart, Anunoby, and Brunson. Here's Brunson operating on the left side over Anthony Simons. Drives and draws the foul. So Jalen Brunson will go to the free throw line for 2. Haven't really had to call his name too much tonight. The reigning Eastern Conference Player of the Week has had a chance to take it easy here, man. Here he is shooting 2. First shot. Man. It's a wedgie, folks. On a free throw. When have you seen that? I've never seen that.
I've never seen that in my life.
A wedgie off the rim. On the rim.
Does he get a redo? What happens with that?
Yeah, what does happen with that? Well, let's see. All right, well, that's number 2.
That answers that. No redo.
No redo. No redo for you, man. All right, here's Scoot Henderson driving right. And, looks for Igby on the putback. No good. All right, here's Brunson driving right. He's looking. Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes drives out of the corner. That's a loose ball there. Who wants it? And the Blazers come up with it. Here's Anthony Simons. He wants to take it himself, but he could not get around the savvy Jalen Brunson, who draws yet another offensive foul. Great job by Brunson there, putting his body on the line. And Coach, for a guy who, he may not have all the physical attributes for a talented defender, he makes up for it with his brain.
Absolutely. I mean, this guy, Jalen Brunson, I mean, he comes up in the Chicagoland area, right?
Yep.
Big time basketball in Chicago. You get the toughness, you get the savvy, and then he plays his college basketball in the city of Philadelphia. Another East Coast heady city. Now he's representing New York City. I mean, he comes up great bloodlines. I mean, you saw the video of his father teaching him, schooling him, the nuances of these games, even at a young age. Being tough on him. So. Jalen Brunson, he's a testament to hard work, basketball IQ, and he gives hope to all of us little guys out there, right?
Yeah.
That maybe don't have the athleticism of some of these new hybrid NBA guards, but it just goes to show that through hard work, you can get to the highest level. I mean, he embodies that 100%.
And speaking of IQ, he just continues to school Scoot Henderson, the young whippersnapper, man, with the stop short on him, and Scoot picks up the foul, man.
Well, I'm sure Chauncey Billups is I'm sure he's already bald, right? But he's pulling what's left of his hair out. I'm sure he's telling the young fellas, stay down. These crafty veteran guards, right? Like Brunson. You gotta stay down. Chris Paul reminds me of these mid-range guys. Just have to stay down.
Mm-hmm.
Stay down. So he outwitted a young fella once again.
Got him. And he gets both free throws to go. Knicks up by 23 right now, 4:40 to go in the first half. Here is Anthony Simons walking it up the right side, guarded by Hart, now guarded by Anunoby. Gets it to Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant has been cooking tonight. Gets it out to Simons. Simons for three. He lets it fly short off the front rim. Here's Grimes. Gets the rebound. He's looking to go. Gets it to OG. OG driving. Swings it to Brunson on the cross court. Over to Hart. Hart for three. Knocks. Oh, that literally went in and out. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Anunoby. Simons, tough shot, no good. Rebound Hartenstein gets it to Jalen Brunson. He's guarded by Matisse Thybulle. Slips the Hartenstein screen, operating in the paint. Oh, here comes the crafty footwork, and he gets it to Hartenstein, who gets fouled by Jeremy Grant. That was about to be a hell of a pass and completion to Isaiah Hartenstein. Look at the footwork. Look at the body control around two Blazers, and finds a center for the easy score potential. Hartenstein gets fouled. Hartenstein to the line, gets down the first one. Knicks up by 24 points. Here's Dante. Yep.
CP, Coach, have you seen this thing that's been going around NBA Twitter? They have they've been calling Malachi Flynn Evil Dante. Have you been seeing that?
I saw that. I saw that, man. Oh, my God.
The internet could be a ruthful place.
Yeah.
Ruthless.
Absolutely. Okay, 3:40 to go. Here's Simons operating top of the key. He's probing. Oh, and Julius gets his revenge. Julius gets his revenge on Baji. Says, get that out of there. What a defensive play by Julius Randle. Brunson with the rebound. Outlet back to Julius. And can't get the lay-in to go over the outstretched arms of Jeremy Grant. Here come the Blazers now on the other side. Simons driving the lane and misses again. Misses the bunny again. All right, here comes Jalen Brunson. 3 minutes to go in the second. Here's Brunson operating. Looking for Julius, who gets a switch on Scoot Henderson. Now Julius looking to operate on the rookie. Backing him down in the paint. And Baji meets him at the rim again. Tough contest. The Blazers run the other way. You get Jeremy Grant for the alley-oop. The Blazers trying to chip away a little bit. Okay. Here's Brunson. What will he do here? Timeout, Tibbs. Timeout Tibbs. Tibbs wants to rally the troops. It's getting a little sloppy out there. What wants to regroup? And Grant gets the slam. Okay, 59-37, 2:30 to go. CP the franchise, Alex Charles, Coach Chaz Franklin, the Underdog Fantasy play-by-play live here on KnicksFanTV. Easy night so far by the Knicks, man. You got OG Anunoby with 17, Jalen Brunson with 10 points, 5 assists. Miles McBride with 8 points off the bench. Quentin Grimes knocks down his 2 threes off of the bench. So Knicks getting contributions across the board. Julius Randle, 8 points. Dante with 5. And not really being challenged right now. You know, having it their way. 10-22 from the field. They're shooting 45% from 3, Al. I mean, this Blazers team is 10-25 for a reason. So look at every bit of that 10 for 25, man.
Absolutely. Look, it's a young team, man. They're in that same category as the San Antonio Spurs, where they're just trying to figure things out, man. Be able to get some good draft spots, add more talent to that young roster, and continue to chug. But it can't be easy for the new head coach, even though he was on that team last year, Chauncey Billups, man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he was expecting all of this when he signed up to be with Damian Lillard last season.
You know, I mean, at this stage, I mean, the Portland Trailblazers are pretty much bare bones at this point. I mean, this is my first time seeing them live this year. And, you know, a bit of empathy goes out to Chauncey Billups. But at the end of this day, it's the NBA. There's like no boys allowed, man. These are like the top 500 or so players in the world, and it's cutthroat out there, man. I think for the Knicks in a 22-point game, the Knicks have been playing great basketball down this stretch. I think the key is, you know, because it got a little sloppy right before the timeout, just to keep the momentum going and not pick up bad habits. And I think that's what Tibbs wants to talk about probably right now. But just, you know, Randall missed a few bunnies and they missed a couple of rotations. But, I mean, God, the Portland Trailblazers, man, they're in trouble this season, I got to tell you.
Yeah. As a coach, you know, how do you – what's that feeling like in terms of – calling those timeouts at the right time, like getting that feel for when you just need a little moment to like gather your thoughts or gather the team, recollect, and get back out there. You know, how do you balance that, knowing that you only have a limited amount, but, you know, at times you need to regroup, rally the troops a little bit.
Right. Well, I think it's mostly an instinctive thing. You know, there's an ebb and flow to the game, and you can. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game of run and a game of momentum. Right. So, I mean, this is still the National Basketball Association. The Portland Trailblazers are still professional basketball players. You know, it's a 22-point game, you know, not a 62-point game. So, I mean, you know, if I'm Chauncey Billups, hey, we're looking to chip away 6 points here, 4 points here, 8-2 run. And Tibbs is an experienced coach, and he understands that. So, you know, whenever he feels these mood swings and these momentum swings and this bit of sloppiness kind of creeping into his New York Knickerbockers, I just think it was a good timeout. You know, and that's why he's Tibbs. He knows what he's doing. Good call.
And iHeart at the line gets the first one to go. Knicks up 60-37. 2:23 left to go in the second quarter. Salute to everybody in the chat. Matt Brown, I see you. And iHeart knocks down the second one. Here come the Blazers. Here comes Scooter Henderson. He'll be guarded by Brunson. Gets it over to Simons. Simons operating, and OG Anunoby picks up another one. That looked pretty light, Al.
Yeah. It's interesting calls, you know. With Randall getting well, Coach, you can answer this. When they see a physically imposing player like Randall, are they going to give the smaller opponent more leeway in what a foul is?
Absolutely. Julius Randle, at this point, he's a prisoner of his own success, you know, in the way that a Shaquille O'Neal back in his day.
Yeah.
I mean, not to compare the two, but I mean, a Wilt Chamberlain in his day. I mean, you get far, I mean, what they say, nobody likes Goliath, right? So, I mean, I was a little guy when I played, and I took great pride in hacking and cheap shotting and scratching and clawing, whatever I needed to do to stop one of those bigs on the switch. So, you know, it looks like what kind of happened that last play there for Randall.
And Brunson misses a three. Here comes Shadon Sharp. 1:40 to go in the second quarter. 61-39. Knicks with a commanding lead. Here's Heath over Anunoby and gets the turnaround jump hook to fall. Knicks up by 20 now. Is Brunson bring the ball up slowly. Knicks in a little bit of a drought. No field goals in the last 5:28. Gets it to Julius. Julius back to Dante DiVincenzo. Here comes a big Ragu. Dumps it down to Julius. Julius looking to operate over Shadon Sharp. Jump pass back to Dante. Top of the key. No good. Rebound Isaiah Hartenstein. Out of bounds. Nick Ball. Chauncey calling out a play for his team. All right, here comes Dante. Gets it up to Hartenstein. Over to Brunson, top of the key. Guarded by Henderson. Here's Brunson operating. Gets it to Julius, top of the key. Drives on Jeremy Grant and picks up the foul. So Julius Randle will go to the line as the Knicks have been in the bonus. So Julius will get an opportunity for 2 free throws. 52 seconds left to go in the first half. The one in the chat says, great first half with our Knicks. It's about the start of the third quarter. Yeah, we'll see how they come out in the third quarter against this Blazer unit. And Julius knocks down one of two. 62-41 now for the Knicks. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Ty 73, I see you. Salute. Isaiah Maharaj, how you feeling? Julius Randle at the line, shooting his second, knocks it down. So 52 seconds left. Knicks up by 22, commanding lead. Here's Isaiah Simons, guarded by Dante DiVincenzo. 14 on the clock. Simons looks like he's going to milk this one. Here's Grant for the screen. Now Simons gets the switch for Julius. Simons, step back three, no good. Rebound Dante DiVincenzo. 23 seconds left. Knicks looks like they're going to hold it for one shot here. Here's Brunson, top of the key. Guarded by Scoot Henderson. Gets to Julius Randle. Hand off to Brunson. Brunson now gets a switch on Jeremy Grant. Here's Brunson operating. Moving, grooving. Gets to the Precious. Precious with the floater. No good. Rebound by Precious again. Out to DiVincenzo for three at the buzzer. No good. Ooh. Off the front rim. But still a good half for the New York Knicks as their defense leads to offense. OG Anunoby setting a good tone. DiVincenzo as well. McBride off the bench. Grimes. Good job by the Knicks, man. 63-41. CP the franchise. Coach Chaz Franklin, Alex Sotaros in the building. The Underdog Fantasy play-by-play live. Al, just give me some thoughts on the first half, man.
I thought it was a very good flow to the game. I mean, as we talked about, it was a good three-point shooting affair for the New York Knicks. They finished the half going 10-25 from three. They shot 42, close to 43% from the field. But the thing that's been impressive to me about this game, guys, is that the Knicks have been out-rebounding the Portland Trailblazers 31-18. They've been controlling the glass, especially on the offensive side, too. They got 7 offensive rebounds to their 2 to get those second-chance opportunities, just limiting the amount of chances the Portland Trailblazers have to get back out and go put up another shot. But when you look at this game, not only the Knicks rolling, but it's also the Portland Trailblazers who have failed to convert on the offensive side of the end. I mean, you have Anthony Simons, who's supposed to be that second guy next to Jeremy Grant. He's not shooting well tonight. He's only 4-12 from the field. So the Knicks are taking advantage of a good shooting night and playing some stellar defense too. I mean, the way they've been guarding Anthony Simons, they've made it difficult for him when he's trying to get downhill and just finish around the cup. It's been a good effort so far by the New York Knicks.
Yeah, Coach, how about you, man? What's been your impressions of the first half?
The thing I'm most impressed with, well, really two things. The first thing is the pace. I mean, the Knicks are rebounding the ball. I mean, their defensive energy, their defensive activity, it's been leading to, I mean, just so many easy opportunities in transition, not necessarily fast breaks, but, secondary offense, where they are able to come downhill and space out to the corners and get wide open looks for guys like Grimes and OG and really anybody else right in Madison Square Garden. That's for one. And the other thing is just they seem to be playing with a better sense of togetherness,
Yeah.
which sometimes you have to watch out for after a big trade. I mean, at the end of the day, Quickly and RJ Barrett, these were, I mean, particularly Quickly, right? I mean, New York City loved him. Can we agree on
Yeah.
that? I mean,
Yeah.
he was an energetic player, young player, young talent. And RJ was once looked at to be a cornerstone, of the organization, I guess, when they drafted him. So, the way they're moving the ball, um, the way they're outletting the ball after rebounds, after turnovers, they're advancing the ball 30, 40 feet up the floor. And it's allowing them to get to their spots so much faster than what I've seen from them in the past. And that's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. It takes a certain synergy. It takes a togetherness. It shows that they're well coached. The unselfishness, they're playing for each other, and then it also shows on the defensive end. I mean, like we said before, this isn't a one-man defensive show. They're walling up, they're heavy nail. I mean, this is a completely different New York Knicks team than I saw from the Lakers 2 weeks ago. I just look forward to the second half and also to see, how this matriculates as we go further into the season, to the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Whether we're in 2024.
Yeah, no question, man. Good points. They're certainly playing a spirited defense, and it's just the way the game started. The Blazers get the ball, DiVincenzo jumps the passing lanes. He's out of there for a dunk. Just aggressive, on point, firing on especially on the defensive end. You have OG Anunoby out there making his presence felt. Those two guys are together. I think they're really part of the big spark of this Knicks defense, especially for this starting unit, in setting the tone. When you have a guy like a DiVincenzo that can now play a little bit more loose in terms of taking gambles on the passing lanes, because you have a guy like an Anunoby who can help keep guys, locked in terms of the point of attack. I think it's a nice duo that they have there at the wings, and so it's a great job by them. And then offensively, man, corner threes. Just as you said, space in the corners, and Anunoby, I don't think he's touched the rim on any of his three-point makes so far.
I mean, it's the most valuable shot in the game, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say. I mean, the highest value is worth 3 points, but it's worth just a little more than that. I mean, spacing out to the corner is opening up everything. I mean, not so much tonight, but maybe over the last 3 or 4 games for Jalen Brunson, just being able to operate out of that high screen and roll offense, I mean, that I've been watching, at least the last 3 games. It kind of seems like, to be honest, they've abandoned some of their sets and just opened up the floor and said, hey, you know what, JB, just go. Julius Randle, just go. They're allowing Iheart to play in the dunker spot. He's not even on the block anymore. Sometimes he's at the top of the key, just spacing the floor.
Yeah.
Right. Like you mentioned earlier, just his ability to pass from the high post and maybe shoot the catch and shoot 3. Same thing for Randall. So, I mean, with the open floor, with the pace, with the togetherness, and then, I mean, it never hurts when you're shooting the ball from deep the way they're shooting the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always the great elixir to all problems, right? Right. Getting a bucket and a half, every possession. I mean, it's a game changer. So, I mean, they've been impressive this first half, for sure.
Absolutely, man. And right now, Al, we are tracking our underdog picks of the night. Play the second half for you people at home. We are going to make our second half picks in just a moment. You can go to underdogfantasy.com or use the link in the video description along with our code KFTV to get your bonus deposit match. So, allow Underdog to bless your account with some house money and play alongside with us. Our pick of the night was OG Anunoby with 1.5 steals. If you hit the higher number, the higher pick on that, it is a 1.25 times your payout. It is a underdog scorcher pick. And it looked like he started off the game that they gave him credit for a steal. Now they took it away. So he's at 0 right now. He was in the right direction. So we'll see what happens in the second half. Also, Al, how's your pick'em ticket doing so far? So far, my Quentin Grimes higher than 1.5 3-pointers has hit. He's got 2 threes in the first half. I did take Jalen Brunson with higher than 27.5 points. But the way this game is looking, I'm not sure he's going to hit that number. So I'm going to see what his second half number looks like. Also, I have Scotty Barnes. He doesn't play until 10:30, higher than 28 points and rebounds against the Lakers. How's your ticket looking so far?
As of right now, I hit on Jalen Brunson more than 4.5 free throws made. He got 5 so far. I'm looking pretty good on the Jeremy Grant, 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's got 19 right now. Need a few more. I think he can hit that in the second half. Julius Randle is a little behind in what I need. He's got 17 points, rebounds, and assists. I chose to hire him 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Yeah. So we'll see if he can make that up in the second half and get activated. I got Anthony Simons. I told you.
Yeah.
I chose him lower than 24.5 points. He's at 10 right now, so that's on pace. But the one that's killing me, CP, is the OG Anunoby. I mean, we had it.
We had it,
right there for the taking, man. It was right there for the taking. But now they got to make us sweat it out a little bit longer and just see if he can go get 2 steals in the second half. But as of right now, things are looking okay. I did the insured, you know.
I did.
I've been in a little bit of a drought, so I did the insured because I want to make sure I get something and not go home empty-handed. So all I need is 4 out of 5 to hit.
There you go. Now, I was looking for second half numbers for the Knicks. It looks like they haven't they don't have anything for the Knicks right now for the second half. So, underdog.
Like, this game's out of hand. We don't want to give you guys anything.
Yeah, they say this game's out of hand. So, they don't have that. Here's an interesting one you can play. Late night hoops. They put a lot of their picks in like packages. So, you can go one with LeBron James higher than 43.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Lakers at home against the Raptors, and as well as Pascal Siakam with lower than 26.5 points and assists. That is their late night hoops pack that you can play with. I mean, you can choose high or low if you want to, but that's one of the promotions that they have right now. Al, let's check our draft results so far. See where we are. If we click on results and head over to the draft. Oh, live. My fault. We got to go to live and head over to daily. Let's see who's winning. Team Franchise or Team Stratocaster. And Team Franchise is up right now, 42 points to 18 in our head-to-head matchup.
Wait, we're seeing 42 to 18?
Yeah.
I'm seeing different right now.
Oh, you got to – yeah, I don't know, man. Your underdog got to update. We up. We up right now.
It says that you're up 50.5 to 25.80. And keep in mind, you got 4 players going. I only got 2.
Hold on. Let me refresh. See what's going on here. It does. It did update. Okay, here we go. So 58.9 and 25.8. So far, Team Franchise jumps out to an early lead. My team, led by Jalen Brunson, Anthony Davis, Julius Randle. Scotty Barnes hasn't played yet. Neither has Anthony Davis. Kyrie just starting. And Desmond Bane has started, so he's got 2. But Julius with 22.6 points. Jalen with 19.9 points so far. CP versus Alex, $30 on the line.
But Isaiah Hartenstein holding it down for me right now.
Yeah, Hartenstein is definitely holding it down for you, man. So good stuff there. Okay, let's see where we are with the game. Second half should be starting up in just a few minutes. And we are also watching on playback. So to everybody who's with us on playback, if you guys are in the playback room, salute to you guys. Let's go back to the YouTube chat. We got Eddie Suarez in here. $10 super chat from the Rhyme Animal. Chuck D. Fella says, Deuce and Grimes shook the jitters. They had to. They understand that they got to make the bench work. RJ and IQ outgrew the bench, in my opinion. Also, let's end this purchase a star. Talk Julius and JB are made New York stars. Yeah, I mean, right now, Coach, the spotlight is going to be on guys like Deuce McBride and Quentin Grimes. With the absence of R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, how do they fill the void that those 2 guys have left, especially on the offensive end? You know, defensively, that is their calling card in terms of Deuce and Grimes, but it's how do they evolve as offensive players that will ultimately determine their future with the Knicks.
Well, you know what? It's going to be a collective effort, I guess, for the Knicks as a whole. I think you're losing between R.J. Barrett and Quickly. You're losing something like 33 points, right? So, you don't have a 33-point shot. There is no 33-point play, But those guys, I mean, look, man, they're NBA players, like the other 11 or 10 guys on the roster. They've been waiting for the opportunity. DiVincenzo, he stepped it up a bit, now that he's starting. Grimes, I mean, he has 2 threes in the first half. You know what? And then we got new money. We got new money. He shredded my Sixers, for how many threes did he hit? 4?
Yeah,
5?
4 for 4. 4 for 4. Yep.
Right, he's 4 for 4. And here's the thing, right? Degree of difficulty, right? These aren't step back threes. Mm-hmm. These aren't like transition 28 footers. Spot up threes, one more threes from the corner, from the elbow, from the slot. I mean, I think Grimes is completely capable. Listen, man, these guys are NBA players. If I'm you, this is my opportunity to shine. I'm in the garden, right? Tibbs is giving them the thumbs up. The organization's giving them a, vote of confidence, with a contract extension. Listen, it's time to go crazy and go ahead and show why you belong here.
There you go. There you go, man. Gregory Weiner, salute. He said, one of those very rare games, I'm not concerned. Rare in capital letters. Frame Bloss Music says, I wouldn't mind it getting a little close, but not cardiac level. So Frame wants to see.
No. Just let it coast, man.
Just
Relax.
let it go.
Relax.
Yeah. Just take the win and run. Take the win and run, man. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out, man. CP, Alex, Coach Chaz in the building. The Knicks are out and warming up, taking some shots. Second half should be starting in just about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Play-by-play cooking. Salute to everybody watching on Facebook. We got James Santiago in here. Salute to James Santiago on Facebook. Dwayne says Brogdon audition. Yep, absolutely. So far, not so good for Brogdon, though, Al.
No, not good for Brogdon whatsoever.
So far, the Knicks as a whole are not trying to have that bad show out.
But, CP, you do have a request from somebody in the chat.
Yeah, what's up?
Julian Blum said, great, it's halftime. I'm hungry. CP, let me get a double cheeseburger, fries, and a Diet Coke.
CP, the air traffic controller tonight, man. Yeah, I got to figure out what's going on with this headset, but with my microphone rather, and the feedback. But we'll get to it, man. We'll definitely get to it. Salute. Guys, tomorrow morning, matinee edition of KFTV is back. Our good friend Derek Harper will be joining us, man. Harp will be calling the Knicks versus Mavs game on Thursday, so he's going to join us and dish on the Mavs. Luka, Kyrie Irving, those guys are in action tonight as well. And the Knicks will be visiting the Lone Star State after this. Head out to Dallas and then head out to Memphis for a quick 2-game road trip. Let's see how they fare. Tyler's in the chat. Tyler thinks that's hilarious. Tyler, let's get. Salute to Tyler, man. John Talento, salute. Gregory Weiner says, Brogdon looked disinterested, it appeared. Yeah, I mean.
I would be too.
All right, playing on that team. Absolutely.
Look, man, we all know what happened to Eric Gordon last season when he was on the Houston Rockets. He wanted out of there. He wants to be. These guys, especially when you're a pro like Malcolm Brogdon, you want to be in a competitive situation where you're competing in the playoffs. I mean, think about it. He was just voted 6th man of the year last year. He was on the Boston Celtics. Even though he got injured during that playoff run, that team was, a game away from being in the NBA Finals. And now you're on a team that's in the basement. That's quite a change of scenery.
Yep. Blazers look like they come out in the zone here, force a tough 3 by Brunson and get the rebound. Salute to, who's that in team hashtag news? Salute to Mark Young. Mark Young, welcome to the show. All right, here's Tumani Kamara. He's looking to operate and swing it over to Simon. DiVincenzo making it tough. Hart comes over for the trap. And here's Kamara out to Scoot Henderson. Corner 3, Simons. No good. Rebound, 2 Knicks there. And it goes out of bounds. Blazers ball. All right, let's see how the Knicks look in this third quarter. Will they come out with the same fire and desire that they had in the first half, and they get it in? Oh, it's Portland gets the score. Sorry, Portland gets the score. Knicks up by 20. Okay, here's Julius Randle. He's guarded by Simons. He's operating, looking for some Knicks. Chooses the shot, bad shot, and misses. Here's Scoot Henderson. He's running the break. And Anunoby, good contest. But a foul. Who's the foul on? Did they call? I hope they didn't call a foul on that. Anunoby. There's no way. There's no way they called that on OG, did they?
I think they did.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, they did. Yep.
Wow. That's crazy. And Henderson makes the first. Definitely didn't look like a foul to me. And Henderson misses a second. Rebound by Hart. Gets it out to Julius Randle, who swings it over to Brunson. Brunson calling the plays. Brunson operating on the right side. Skips over to Julius on the left side. Julius back over to Brunson. Blazers back in their zone now. Knicks looking to operate. They're trying to go through Ihart through the middle. And a turnover.
Okay.
All right. So a little slow start here for the Knicks out the gate. 63-44. Here come the Blazers. Here's Scoot. He's looking to move. Drives on Brunson and throws it away. Intercepted by Hartenstein. Here comes DiVincenzo running the break. Finds Randle. No good. Jalen Brunson, the rebound. Gets it to Randle. Randle operating on three. Blazers puts it up. No good. But rebound by Ihart. And gets the putback slam. Knicks up by 21. Here's Scoot Henderson driving right. He's guarded by Anunoby. Gets it to Heath. Heath looking. He's looking for Jeremy Grant. He's got DiVincenzo on him. He's looking to back him down. Dante tips the ball out of bounds.
This is giving me flashbacks of that Wizards game, CP, where the Knicks came out the third quarter looking very slow. And,
no energy right now.
Turnovers to start.
Yeah. All right, here's Scoot Henderson again, guarded by Brunson. He takes the three. No good. In and out. Rebound. Oh, Knicks can't secure the rebound. Here's Henderson again and draws the foul. And Dante DiVincenzo grabbing his elbow. Looks to be all right. All right, Knicks, not too much energy there by the Knicks. And the Blazers getting after it on the hustle stats, Coach. Couple offensive rebounds, getting to the free throw line.
Well, you know what? I mean, in a 20-point game, it's just so important for the Knicks to stay focused right now. You know, the first 3 minutes out the locker room usually sets the tone. You know, I understand it's a weeknight. You're up 20. Golly, you're playing against Portland, right? People, I mean, God, they're not even back at their seats yet, you know. But the Knicks just need to execute. I think they'll just weather the storm and they'll be able to get it together.
Jalen Brunson misses
offensive rebound.
Yeah.
That's positive, right?
There you go. Okay, here's OG. Spin move and the scoop layup. Beautiful move by OG Anunoby. Beautiful move. OG trying to flash that bag. He knows he's getting the bag in the offseason, so he's trying to show the Knicks fans, hey, when you hear the announcement that I'm getting 40 a piece, 40 a year, here's what I'll be working on in the offseason. Just a preview. And Dante gets the corner three to fall. The big Ragu gets it going. Timeout. Chauncey Billups. Knicks go back up by 16. OG with a spin move in the lane. That's what you like to see, Al.
Absolutely. OG with the spin move, and then you have Dante knocking down the three to help extend the lead for these New York Knicks after a slow start to the third quarter. Just what the doctor called for, man.
Yep.
I mean, Knicks just got to compose themselves, get back into their offensive rhythm, and not press, man. But they got to wake up. You can't allow the Portland Trailblazers to get back into this game, give them confidence, and have them go on a run. Then it's just going to be a waste for what they've just how they
Yeah.
started the game off.
Quick 5-point run. Gets him right back into it, man.
Once again, OG, just like in the first half, is proven to be just a shot in the arm. I guess for the energy level coming out the half. I mean, the Knicks looked dead in the water. They were sleepwalking
Yeah.
for the first 2 minutes. OG come down, great move, spin move, left hand finish. Hey, everybody's, feeling a little better about themselves. Still go down, get a stop, outlet Randall. Once again, corner three, DiVincenzo, corner pocket is good. Timeout Portland. But once again, it starts with Anunoby again. I mean, he's been nothing short of spectacular tonight. I haven't seen him in a while. He was an acquired taste for me, in Toronto. But his game is developed. I didn't know he handled the ball so well. I knew about his corner threes. I knew about his athleticism, but there's an intangible presence that he's bringing to the Knicks right now.
Yeah.
So let's just see how it kind of goes in the third quarter. Hopefully they can kind of ride this momentum, as they come out the timeout.
True indeed, man. And correction by me. I said Knicks are up by 16. They're up by 26. So correction by me, man. Correction by me there. Good catch by Ed Brown in the chat. They are up by 26. So there that is. Okay. Looks like we'll be coming back from the break in just a second. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP, Alex, and Coach Chaz on the call. Knicks coasting here against the Portland Trailblazers.
Coach, earlier in the broadcast, you said that there are moments where you don't even call a set and you just let Brunson just go out there and kind of find his own rhythm. At what point for a team or for a player do you allow that to happen?
Well, I think it first starts with the relationship between the point guard and the coach. Okay. Tibbs, they have a unique relationship. He coached Brunson's father, Rick Brunson. He used to come when he was in Chicago, he was going to Rick Brunson high school games, man. Right. So they had this unique synergy, this relationship that's more familial than anything. Right. Brunson's a high IQ player. For me and for somebody like Tibbs, it seems to make perfect sense. Let this guy quarterback the team. He's not someone that you have to overcoach. And they've been doing a great job, of running good offense since Brunson has had the liberty to just kind of run the show and dictate the pace.
Knicks on a 9-0 run as Julius Randle gets the slam, but they will put Anthony Simons to the line. Knicks up by 28. Here's the replay again. Dante getting it to Julius, who finishes with ease. Isaiah Maharaj, OG, a true lockdown defender. JJ from State Farm, loved the Knicks defense. Nothing is easy. We got our guy J Cal in the chat. J Cal, salute. He goes 5-0. I can live with that. Yeah, man. Knicks undefeated in 2024. New look Knicks. Handling business out here. And Simons makes the first. And makes the second. 72-46. Knicks up by 26. Here's Jalen Brunson bringing the ball up. He'll be guarded. Well, Blazers back in their zone here. Let's see where they want to go. Here's Brunson down the middle and hits.
Ooh.
A soft spot in the zone. Drives right into it. Steps right in.
Break it.
Steps right in there. All right. Here's Jeremy Grant in the corner, guarded by Dante DiVincenzo. Grant making his move. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Wanted to posterize iHeart, but to no avail. Here's Ragu. Gets it to OG. Another easy rim finish for OG Anunoby. It's not just the corner threes. This guy is very efficient at the rim, man, and likes to get it out the mud. It's a good job there. Here's Jeremy Grant. Gets it in, and the foul. So Knicks having their way on one end, Coach, but can't solve the Jeremy Grant puzzle, man. Well, what have you seen from him so far in how he's been kind of devastating this Knicks team?
Well, you know what? I mean, he's got some pride, okay? He's got some guts. He's got some gall. I mean, we all know, right? The Blazers ain't going nowhere this year, right? We understand that. But at some point, golly, be a man and stand up for yourself. And that's what I think we're seeing from Jeremy Grant at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day. It's a pride thing. I played on bad teams. Look, somebody got to score the points. Right? Why not? Why not me? Why not me?
Why not me? Right?
Why not me? So that's what I think we're seeing from Grant, and just a little bit of frustration as well. I mean, we saw that last dunk attempt. I mean, it was a bit heroic. I think that's a frustration thing, But I mean, that's where we are today.
Let's just say it was just a 1-3-1 zone here by the Blazers. Let's see. They're back in the zone. Julius, top of the key three, and knocks it down. All right, so Knicks up by 31 now. Here we go. This is becoming a laugher. Here's OG. Now OG's taking on the Grant assignment. Here's Grant attacking the rim. No good. Rebound, Julius Randle. Let's see how long Tibbs goes with this unit. Here's Brunson. Pulls it back out. Now he's looking to operate. Finds Julius for three. Knocks it down. Too easy as the Knicks big two go in on the two-man game, 82-48. This one is headed for blowout city, Al. Scoot Henderson, pull-up three. Knocks it down. Blowout city. So you got to be careful with these underdog picks, man, because, yes, it's a bad defense, but it could turn around and hurt you because the Knicks are too good tonight. Too good tonight. So let's see how it goes here. All right, here's Brunson. Blazers still in their zone. Brunson pull-up three. No good. No call. Okay. No good, no call. Jake Howell in the chat says, Tibbs waiting until we're up 50 to take out the starters. All right. Major blowout on the way. Absolutely. It already is. Here's Scoot driving. No good. Rebound. OG. OG kicks it out to Brunson. Here's Brunson running the break to Devo. Back to OG. Oh, I saw the vision. But Devo tries to slam it on Agbaji, trying to get revenge tonight. Dante DiVincenzo is fearless, folks. He's got a lot of springs as well.
Dante looking for that poster still, CP.
Knicks trying to solve that Agbaji puzzle, man. They're challenging him tonight. They are taking it right to him. And Dante and Agbaji have some fun words there at the line. Dante tried to rise up on him, man.
The pride of Delaware.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time during the offseason, when he was at Villanova University, I was living in Delaware, and all they kept at the time, they were calling him White Jordan. I know he's got a lot of nicknames, but they were calling
White Jordan.
I didn't know I was 1,000 miles away over in Europe. Who is this White Jordan you guys speak of?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then I come to find out who it was, and they said that he signed, with the Villanova Wildcats, and he went on to win a national championship, and just did it with all the style and the flair and the charisma. He was a fan favorite. With the ladies as well, easy on the eyes, well built. New York City, I mean, you're gonna love this guy.
Yeah.
This guy, he's got all the grit, and the swag, and the flair, and the tenacity, and I'm sure he's highly rated in the nightclubs all throughout Manhattan as well. So, I mean, you gotta love this kid. Right?
Ragu, man, the pride of Delaware. He's fitting right in here, man. I like how he's fitting in now. Obviously with Brunson and Hart here, his boy Archie Diacono. So you got the four Nova boys in the lineup. I mean, that's got to feel good when you're coming into a new city, a new team, and you're playing in the NBA with your homies all on the same team. That's got to be an incredible feeling for them. So this is certainly, he's got to be at home. Delaware is right down the street, and he's playing in the world's most famous arena, man. It's a good deal.
Absolutely. I mean, he fits with the tough grittiness of the New York Knicks, right? The off-ball defense that he offers, man, just being able to jump passing lanes, plus his lethal shooting. I mean, CP, we've talked about it ad nauseum at this point. Like, he offers the Knicks a lot of good quality traits, even though he's not necessarily one that's known for driving and finishing around the rim. He still gives you that 3-point shooting. And like I said, that off-ball defense that's surely needed. And that secondary playmaking, right? Like when you need to relieve Jalen Brunson of
Yes.
being that initiator, he can totally do that as well, as we've seen in tonight's game against the Trailblazers. So you got to love what Dante is offering you. But you know what, CP, you talk about, we got the Nova boys. We got Archie Diacono. We got Josh Hart. We got Jalen Brunson. We got Dante DiVincenzo. They want to finish. They probably want to finish the Infinity Gauntlet. They want to get all the Infinity Stones and get their guy Bridges
Sean Marks,
from across the bridge and get him on the New York Knicks, man.
Sean Marks will never let them do that.
I like playing at Madison Square Garden, not Barclays. Madison Square Garden. Remember that.
Sean Marks will never let that happen in his backyard, man. No chance. No chance.
Hey, CP, never say never. You thought Masai Ujiri wouldn't give us OG Anunoby.
Yeah,
Look what happened.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, man. And DiVincenzo will head to the line for his 2 shots. Knicks up by 31, a commanding lead, man. We're going to check in on our Underdog Fantasy picks at the next break. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com or use our link in the video description, as well as our code KFTV for an instant deposit match up to $100. And if you guys want some money on Underdog tonight, tag us in your IG stories or on Twitter, and we'll certainly share that with the group if you guys came out with some cash tonight. It might not be for me as long as this lead is maintained. We'll see. All right, 33-point game. Here's Scoot Henderson. He's operating. Swings it around to Baji. Baji stripped by Hart, and another foul. Hart does not like it. And Hartenstein trying to keep Hart away from arguing with the refs, trying to protect his guy. And Baji will go to the line for 2, man. Coach, we got 600 people in here. 625. Let's do a reset, man, for the people who may have missed our original play-by-play show, the one we did, Knicks-Lakers. That was a hot game. You know, let the people know your credentials, your resume, man, and where you from.
Well, Coach Chaz Franklin here, Director of Player Development for the Chicago Sky in the WNBA. Philadelphia guy with a lot of family and friends in New York City. Spent a lot of time sleeping on cousins' couches in Southside Jamaica, Queens.
On the Grizzly.
Oh, a lot of synergy here with the New York Knicks. Once got cheated out of a Maccabi Games championship by one Leon Rose. Right? Oh yes.
No, we gotta hear the story, man.
Oh, I'll tell you the story. Yeah. It was a 15 and under junior Maccabi championship tournament. I was coaching a team in Philadelphia. Granted, right? I'm not Jewish, but I was appointed to coach the team.
Yeah.
And we go through the regional finals, and we're playing against Cherry Hill, home of the legendary Leon Rose, and of course, Worldwide West. Leon, he's working the clock. You know, we're up to. Something tricky happens with the clock. I'm like, wait. I'm pretty sure it was 7 seconds left on the clock. Now there seems to be about 12 seconds on the clock. You know, and no one could contest with Leon. We were on the road. It was a road game for us. They come down, hit a lucky 3. My boys go home crying. I lose a full head of hair, and I've never forgiven
Leon Rose swindles them.
You got the silver medal out of that.
Yeah.
But man, I feel like we should have had a goal, but you know, Leon screwed me over.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny, man, because there's so many leagues and, you know, so many tournaments and this, that, and the third. But, you know, once you start rising up the ranks, man, it really becomes a small world, isn't it? I mean, you've got stories on Brunson, on DiVincenzo, Leon Rose. That's incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, I have stories on Jalen Brunson's father, right? Kicking my friend off the basketball court in Temple University, summer workouts, right? And telling him, "Oh, get out of here, kid," and go to the cafeteria. And my friend said, "Oh, Rick Brunson, I mean, you're no Eddie Jones." And this is like a big thing. So we hated the Brunson family for about 10 years of my life, man. So, you know, it's a small community in this basketball world, but, you know, Rick has grown to be a bit of a mentor and a good friend to me. I just saw him at Summer League this past summer there with the Knicks, bootstraps guy. And you can just see it all in Jalen Brunson. I mean, the tough nose, the IQ, the work ethic, the pace. You know, he plays at a pace like his father. New York City, obviously, you're going to continue to love Jalen Brunson. I mean, he's a heady, cerebral point guard, and I think, you know, those are the kind of point guards that you guys historically have bred anyway.
For sure.
He wasn't from New York City, but he fits into the culture, you know, in the zeitgeist of the city for sure.
No question, man. Good stuff, man. Definitely good, great stories. As Deuce McBride knocks down a three, Knicks up 90-55, shooting 15-34 from downtown. And Knicks running with the second unit with Julius Randle here. They've got McBride, Grimes, Hart, Randle, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Blazers coming back with Chris Murray, brother Keegan Murray. They also have Baji, the big man. Looks like Shaedon Sharpe is out there as well. See who else the Blazers, who else Chauncey's running with out here. They also have Matisse Thybulle, Shaedon Sharpe, and Malcolm Brogdon. So that's the five that the Blazers are going with. We got a jump ball here on the Knicks end of the court. Or Blazers end, rather. It's Murray and Ihart wins the tip. Gets it to McBride. Is McBride bringing the ball up? Gives it to Ihart. Finds a cutting McBride. And he scoops it in. Isaiah Hartenstein flashing the passing skills, coach. That was impressive, man.
I mean, that's a huge part of his value. And I think, honestly, you know, that's something that you didn't have with Mitchell Robinson. I mean, Hartenstein, look, he's able to kind of step away from the basket and make some plays. I mean, shall we dare say, from the point center position, I don't know if that's a thing, right? But he certainly showed a little quarterbacking skill on that particular possession. So I love it.
Oh, and Julius Randle gets it sent again by Baji. Sending number 30 a message tonight. What a challenge. He's looking like Mutombo out there. Oh, look at that. They're down by 34, and he's like, no way, Julius, you're not getting that. But they're down by 43. Sorry. No. What is this? What's the score here? Yeah, the 39. I'm sorry. They're up by 39, and Baji is enjoying this one. All right, here comes Chris Murray. He's guarded by Josh Hart. Chris Murray making his move. Down the lane, no one there. And Ihart picks up the rebound. Is Julius Randle. Knicks with a 39-point lead. Julius, not sure why he's still out there. He should probably be sitting on the bench. And he shoots the three. No good. Okay, here's Ihart. Ihart dumps it down to Randle in the post, guarded by Chris Murray. And what's the call here? Are we going 3 seconds here? Okay. So 39-point lead, 1:40 to go in the third. Knicks with a commanding lead in this game. All right, here's Brogdon. His Knick tryout still on the scene, guarded by McBride. McBride hounding him. Here's Brogdon looking for somebody, anybody. Realizes he's not in Boston anymore. And here's Brogdon. Throws up the runner and gets it to go. What a stark reality, man. You're looking around, you're looking for Tatum and Brown, and it's Thybulle and Baji.
How angry do you think Tibbs was on Saturday night against the Wizards, CP? Because remember, they had a 20-point lead going into the half. It got cut down to 6. Now we're a minute away from the end of the third quarter, and the Knicks are almost up by 40.
Yeah, still got Julius out there running laps. All right, here's Sharpe. Just the agility gets him into the rim with an easy layup, into the paint with an easy layup. All right, here's Quentin Grimes bringing the ball up. 46 seconds left to go in the third. Grimes gets it to Julius. Julius making his move. Back to Grimes. Grimes for 3, and he hits it. Quentin Grimes getting it back. 3 for 4 for downtown. 9 points for Grimes. And the Knicks go up 38. Here's Shaedon Sharpe again gliding into the lane. Cuts the Knick lead at 36. 30 seconds left in the third. Knicks will crawl this one up. McBride touches the ball, starts the clock. He's guarded by Thybulle. Knicks will hold for one shot here. And here's Julius. They get the switch. McBride wanted to switch on Brogdon. Here he goes. Grimes for three. Oh, no good. Okay, here come the Blazers with no sense of urgency here. Down by 35. I mean, you just look at Brogdon. You look at Jeremy Grant, man. They just like, man, it's whatever, man.
Brogdon brought the ball up like, whatever.
Whatever, man. What a business. What a business, man.
Will Tibbs be happy tonight if the Knicks win by 40?
I mean, you'll know if Julius Randle comes back out there. You'll have your answer. You will have your answer, sir. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP Alex, Coach Chaz in the building. West Coast watch along, Al. The RSVPs are flooding in. Absolutely. Nice. That's what you like to see. Make sure you guys that are out there on the West Coast, LA, San Diego, San Fran, Oakland, wherever you guys are at, Vegas. We got people coming out from Vegas. Come through to 33 Taps on 3725 Sunset Boulevard this Saturday. We're having a Knicks versus Grizzlies watch party and a West Coast Knicks fan meetup hosted by CP the Franchise and the kid, Jesus Nice. Going to be a great time, man. Looking forward to it. We're going to tip things off at about 4 p.m. Pacific time. Free to get in. And someone did send me a DM asking me if they can bring their kid. Every CP the Franchise event, whether it's virtual or in person, is a family show, man. We keep it a family show no matter what. So bring the kids, bring the youths, bring them through, man. We're just going to be watching the game, holding the vibe, eating some good food, and enjoying the California sunshine as the Knicks take on the Grizzlies, man. So come on down to 33 Taps out in the Silver Lake area, 3725 Sunset Boulevard. It's going to be a movie, man. Going to be a movie. RSVPs are rolling in, and we're going to have a good time out west. We got Derek Harper coming through tomorrow morning. Knicks and Mavs Game of the Week preview. So there we go there. All right, who else we got here? We got Trini in the chat. Salute. Rhyme Animal Chuck D always in here. Young Cobe. Cobe, how you feeling? Fourth quarter just about to start. Rod Strickland in the building, Coach. Raymond Felton in the building. Let's go. We got Leon. Leon's always in there. Who's that? Vivica. We got Vivica Fox in the building. Owen Wilson. That's his brother. I forgot his name. I forgot that guy's name too. Mike Damon, Matt Damon, something like that.
Somebody's got to put the call in the Tibbs, right? Let's make some subs. Let's get. I mean, I'd personally like to see Rod Strickland at the one, but let's get Rod Strickland in the game. Right. Raymond Felton at the two, and you know what? You called him Leon. I remember Tom Shepard from
Tom Shep. Get Shep in there, man.
Right?
Get Shep in the game.
Allen Houston.
Yeah.
These guys in the game. Let's wrap this thing up. It's Tuesday night. It's raining outside. It's getting late. The Knicks are up 67 points or something like that. Right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, man, and get these guys off the floor. Let's see. For sure.
Oh, the person that DM'd me about the family show is in the chat, Louis Carrasco out there in L.A. So shout out to Louis Carrasco. Was asking if he could bring the kids to the joint. Absolutely, man. It's a family show, Louis. So pull up, and we'll chop it up on Saturday. As Baji gets the slam, Blazers cut the lead to 34. Tibbs is not playing around, Al. He's going with his all-defensive unit. He's going with McBride, Grimes, OG, Precious, and Hart. And OG gets the scoop lay-in, continuing his offensive barrage. Here's to Tumani Kamara with the corner three. No good. Here comes Josh Hart running the break. Over to McBride. McBride guarded by – I don't even know who that is now. Okay, Tumani Kamara with the rebound. I gotta look at my number sheet, who these guys are on the Blazers right now. All right. And Baji with the slam. So Baji getting some work there. OG Anunoby cooking. We needed him for defense tonight, but offensively is where he brought his A game.
Well, he still has a chance to get one more steal, CP.
Oh, he has one?
Yeah, they updated. They gave him one.
I don't know what's going on. What is it? All right, well, let's see if he gets one more. Let's see if he gets it. Here's Grimes cooking and draws the foul. Knicks up by 34, 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Artman, formerly known as Steves, has put Malachi Flynn in the game. Salute. Grimes with the Euro. Shaheed, let's go. Just tuning in. Shaheed, you're always late, man. We've been cooking for almost 2 hours here now. Ryan Manimal, Chuck D, $5 Super Chat says, tell Brogdon to switch uniforms now and play for us in garbage time. As they show Quentin Grimes in the building yesterday as his brother, who plays for the Vancouver Canucks, was in town taking on the Blazers. And Grimes was in attendance there. Okay, here come the Blazers. Blazers bring the ball up. Toumani Camara on the drive. Gets it over to... I got to look at the number sheet and see who these people are. Okay. I got to see who are these people. Minaya is 24. You got Chris Murray is 8. All right. Okay. All right, here's Deuce. Deuce is guarded by Minaya. Gets it to Precious. Precious with the floater. No good. Rebounded by number 77. Gets it over to Minaya. Minaya for 3. No good. But the Blazers get the rebound. Here's Toumani Camara. He's guarded by OG. Camara driving left. Oh, and gets a prayer over Anunoby there. Knicks up by 34. All right, here's Precious. Gets it over to Grimes. Grimes. He's looking to operate. Attacking. Can't finish. And Josh Hart with the offensive rebound. Kicks it over to McBride. McBride driving baseline. Cross court to Grimes. Grimes, elbow 3. No good. Rebounded by the Blazers. Okay, here's Toumani Camara operating here. He wants it over McBride and draws the foul. 8 minutes to go in the game. All right, so some extended minutes for this Knicks second unit that needs the experience. So I think that's why Tibbs is sticking with these guys. His all-defense team. Here's Toumani Camara driving on Josh Hart. Oh! And Chris Murray gets it to go. Okay, here's McBride. Guarded by Toumani Camara. Knicks up by 32. 8 minutes to go in the game. Here's McBride probing. Driving left, swings it back around. OG swings it to Josh Hart. Top of the key 3. No good. Short off the front rim. Presses Achua with the offensive rebound and tries to get it to Grimes, who couldn't corral it. Blazers with the steal. Here's Toumani Camara. Swings it over. Back to Camara. Camara operating against McBride and throws it away. $10 super chat from Artman, formerly known as Steve. $10 super chat says Leon is watching the game. Peeked Brogdon's interview live. Just heard him on the phone with the Hawks. So you see, he says Leon's trying to go get DeJounte Murray, man. CP the franchise, Alex Rotaros, Coach Steve, Coach Chaz in the building. Coach, you said you headed down to New Zealand, right?
I am, yeah. I'm headed down there Friday to do some work with their under 18 women's national team.
That's Australia's? New Zealand's team?
Yep, New Zealand's team. Yep. So this is something independent of USA basketball. They have some junior tournaments coming up as they prepare for the World Championships. So, great blessing, man. Great opportunity to get to go down there and network, uh, with some of my peoples from down under, right, and see how they do things down there, and maybe try to bring some of that American swag and East Coast swag that we have up here, and
Yeah.
part it into some of those young ladies who are looking to use this game, ultimately, to get over to the States and see
Yeah.
maybe they can get to college here and maybe even the WNBA. So, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
We got a lot of fans here on Knicks Fan TV from the Australia, New Zealand area, man. That's becoming a big basketball hotbed. You're seeing what's happening with the NBL and their popularity and the number of players that have come over there to the NBA, whether it's Josh Giddey, you had, Dyson Daniels, LaMelo Ball. So, NBL certainly gaining some steam, and, Australia, New Zealand certainly gaining steam in the basketball world, man.
Absolutely. I mean, Australia, in many people's opinion, has become the second strongest basketball country in the world. I mean, traditionally, the professional leagues have been like the ACB in Spain and maybe the Series One in Italy, but that NBL, man, a lot of former NBA players, a lot of guys who could be rotational players in the NBA, physical brand of basketball, and they play it wide open. Very similar to the NBA. So, I mean, it's a hotbed for sure. New Zealand doesn't necessarily get as much light as Australia. So, we're working to try to change that right now. But the players that have come down from that area, I mean, dating back to an Andrew Bogut in the women's game, a Lauren Jackson.
Yeah.
We have a player on our team, Chicago Sky, Atlanta Smith. She's on the national team. So we have some Australians. So now we're trying to get some New Zealanders, right? Here in the States and in college basketball and get a couple of them in the pros, if they're worthy, if they're able to do it. So that's why I'm going down here to just try to build some bridges for sure.
Good stuff, man. Excellent. Once again, Knicks up 101-69, 7:44 to go in the game. Hasn't been too much to talk about in the second half, honestly. But post-game live will be coming on after this. CP and Alex on the ones and twos, so make sure you guys tap into that. Okay, here comes McBride bringing the ball up. Knicks going with the same five. McBride, Grimes, Hart, and Anunoby and Precious. Here's OG looking to attack. He's really dipping into his offensive bag tonight. Backing down Kamara and gets fouled.
CP, did you see the Woj tweet that our King Mod TM just dropped in our Slack?
Who?
Eric
Woj?
Spoelstra getting an 8-year contract extension for $120+ million.
Wow. 120 bags for Eric Spoelstra. Wow.
For 8 years.
Hey, that's their system, man. Riley, Spoelstra, Harrison. Not surprising. They take care of their guy. He'll be a Heat for life. Okay, here is Chris Murray bringing the ball up. Gets it down to Kumara. Back to Murray for three. No good. And the Blazers able to get the tip in by Benaya. Vex Vega. Andrew Gaze is the Australian coach out of Vex Vega. Okay, we got a Jericho Sims sighting. He comes in for OG Anunoby. So Knicks going with the with their closing time unit here, up by 30. And the Blazers will draw the foul. Anthony Simons and DeAndre Ayton look on from the bench. Spo got the dough. Yeah, he sure did. Spo got the bag. All right, Al, so we look at some of our fantasy picks of the night here. Looks like my sheet is going to get cooked. I did hit on Quentin Grimes with more than 1.5 3-pointers made. He finishes the night. Well, he's got 3 so far in the game, so he's already got past that number. The Brunson effect, blowout factor, man. I had him with higher than 27.5 points. He only needed 12 to call it an early night, so that one will not go. And OG Anunoby, the underdog pick of the night with higher than 1.5 steals, which would have gotten you 1.25 times your money. He only gets 1 of the potential two that he needed. So even if Scotty Barnes does hit his number against the Lakers, that won't be a payout for me. How's your sheet looking right now, Al?
Well, looks like I'm going to hit on Anthony Simons lower than 24.5 points. I did hit on Jalen Brunson for more than or higher than 4.5 free throws made.
Mm-hmm.
And not looking great everywhere else, CP, because this game ended up being a blowout. So OG not going to hit on his steals. Randall is less than his 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Grant missing, where I selected higher on 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So not looking good for me, CP.
Yeah.
Not looking good for me at all.
Yeah, one of those nights. Well, it was
well,
good.
At least the Knicks are winning.
That's right. At least the Knicks are winning, man. And if we go into our draft, let's see who's going up. So me and Alex, just to refresh the people in the chat, me and Alex went head-to-head in an underdog fantasy draft, a two-man draft where you draft 6 players, and then based on how they do tonight in their games, you tally up your score. Whoever wins gets the jackpot. And tonight, we just put this was a $15 game, so the pot is $30. We keep it light, have fun with it. But my team, led by Jalen Brunson, is winning right now, Al. 110-57. So you're gonna have to pony up that $15, man. I think it's gonna go down.
Keep in mind, CP.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I only have 2 players going out of 6. You have 4 out of 6 going right now. I'm only halfway.
Yeah. Yeah. And Brunson and Randall are going to be done. So Brunson finishes with 26 fantasy points. Randall with 41. Kyrie has 23 so far. Where's that game at right now? Where's Dallas and Memphis? Okay, that game's only in the second quarter. All right, so we're still good there. Kyrie still got time to operate and cook. Desmond Bane as well in that game. So I still got a half of a game to go with them. And then I got Scotty Barnes and Anthony Davis, man.
I also got to wait for LeBron James, RJ Barrett, Pascal Siakam, and the guy who's going to get the revenge game against CP, the franchise, Cam Reddish.
Cam. This guy went with Cam tonight, man. All right, let's see what happens, man. For you people at home, use our code KFTV on Underdog Fantasy for an instant deposit match up to $100. All right, let's see what the Knicks are doing here. 110-75. Here's Sims. Gets it out to McBride. Oof. And McBride gets it stolen by Baji. Baji feeds Chris Murray. Here's Chris Murray bringing the ball up. He's looking to go all the way. He tries to get it over Sims. Good contest. Grimes comes up with it behind the back. And here's Grimes running it. Guarded by Toumani Camara. He's driving. Oh, tries to feed Sims. But a little too fancy there. And throws it away. All right, here come the Blazers. It's Chris Murray again. Finds Kumara. Chauncey, man. 10-25 Blazers. Chauncey looking like an old man. all them gray hairs. Chauncey, it's a tough job, man. Tough job. Wow. Coach, who's your favorite player growing up?
Well, I kind of had to. The one that makes the most sense, I think, for most people would be Isaiah Thomas, right? The original Isaiah Thomas from the Detroit Pistons, the Bad Boy Pistons. Inner city guy, his style, his flair, ball handling is something that always just stood out to me. It's just something that I just enjoy being an inner city kid myself. But my favorite, like my number one favorite guy was Shaq. Right? Very untraditional for like a guy like me, like a point guard. But the reason why I like Shaq is because in all my years of playing basketball. And this was before the stretch 4, stretch 5 era. I always said, because we all have them in every city, Philly, New York, Chicago, LA, Detroit, wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
The big guy on the court in Philly, we call it jerk and wreck. He's the big guy out there. He's shooting a bunch of threes. He doesn't rebound. He doesn't block shots. He wants to dribble the ball, and he messes up the game. I always said, you know what? If I was big, man, I would dunk the ball every single time, right? I'm Debo and everything. No dribbling, no French pastry, right? You're getting a hammer, and that's what Shaq was to me. He was. That's how I would have liked to play basketball, just running through people, man. So he always was my personal favorite. He kind of came along during the time when I started watching basketball, became an avid fan of the NBA.
Yeah.
I would say, 91, 92-ish. They had cool jerseys. He was all over TV.
I feel like as time has gone by, the respect for his game has grown less and less. Shaq was the most dominant force I've ever seen play this game, man. Ever seen.
I've had the pleasure not of meeting Shaq, but with him being close enough proximity to get a gauge for how tall, how big, how massive this guy is. And I just think that the casual fan, you just have no clue how big this guy is.
Yeah.
That's for one. Right? And the second thing was a young Shaq could backflip into a pool and break dance. Right? He's not a stiff. He's not a big stiff. Right?
Yeah.
He's like a big cat.
Shaq Fu.
Right? And you see the clips, right, with him pushing the ball in the fast break and him in pregame warmups and doing a little dream shake, to his air and it's Michael Jordan. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was he was truly one of one.
Shaq could move, man.
And he might even be a greater humanitarian, than he was athlete.
Yeah.
My friends that are connected to Shaq, only have wonderful things to say about Shaq. He'll give you the shirt off his back. It's who he is, a real genuine guy, man. So, I've always had a great admiration for him, and that's what I wanted to be like. I wanted to be like Shaq.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Dominant. Absolutely dominant. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks up. When is this game going to be over? My guy Gregory White, it says 5-minute brick fest. Yeah. This has been one of those nights, man. But hey, they're headed towards 5 in a row, Al. 5-0 on the campaign. Take care of business. And you head into Dallas ready for war.
Yeah. And look, the OG Anunoby era stays undefeated, man. He is trying to keep up with Josh Hart from last season, who got here on a 9-game winning streak. OG sees that number. He's looking for 10, man. I'm sure he's looking for 10. But, hey, Knicks have taken care of business through their last 5 games. It doesn't matter the opponent. But the question is, will they be able to go into Dallas and get another win against Kyrie and Luka? I'm not going to say the nickname, CP. I'm just not going to say that nickname. That is just poor branding. I don't know. Will R&B take care of Luka and Kyrie?
Well, that's the matchup. Get your popcorn ready. OG versus Luka. Let's see what he does, man. Let's see what he does. That is the matchup that we're going to be having our eyes fixated on, man. And then I see Dante probably taking on the Kyrie assignment. Mavericks are going to have to guard up. How will they guard the Knicks? Who's guarding Brunson? Who's guarding Julius? I'm telling you.
They don't have a traditional power forward, man, on that team.
What do you think? I mean Grant Williams? Maybe Grant Williams? Yeah, could be. Malachi Flynn's getting some action here.
Evil Dante.
Mm-hmm. So Knicks going bench. They're going all the way to the back of the bench as Ryan Arcidiacono and Malachi Flynn get some action here with Deuce McBride. Here's Precious Achiuwa, corner 3, no good. Rebounded by the Blazers. 2 minutes to go in this one. Knicks coasting. So we didn't get to see much from Malcolm Brogdon tonight. Not much to be excited about from Brogdon.
Or maybe they're trying to save him, CP, for the trade deadline. Who knows?
Could be. Maybe he's trying to save himself because he's not as durable. So maybe he wasn't trying to do too much against the Knicks tonight.
Probably telling Chauncey, hey, man, look, we're probably going to lose tonight. I need to rest because I'm not going to be here that much longer.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, everybody watching on Facebook. Salute to you.
Who's going to show out in Dallas, CP? Is it going to be Julius or is it going to be JB?
I think Julius. I think Julius. So Jalen's going to have a good game as well as his return back, but Julius coming back home. Didn't really get a chance to show out tonight. He'll be ready.
Oh, wait, and Brunson didn't get to play in Dallas last season, right? Because he got injured.
He didn't.
So
this will be the homecoming for him. Stock Chasers in the chat said JB going at least for 40. E. Gibson, JB's going to put on the show. There we go. No Fournier tonight.
Maybe he's being saved for a trade.
Yeah. All right, here's the Blazers operating. Okay. All right, Malachi. Good D. McBride with the rebound. So Knicks going with McBride, Archie Diacono, Malachi Flynn, Jericho Sims, and Precious Achua. All right, here's Malachi. He's operating. Pull-up three. Gets it blocked. Baji with the recovery. Here come the Blazers. 1:20 to go. Here's Kumar operating. And the Blazers get to score. So to Frank Rivera, just got his West Coast meetup ticket. Shout out to Frank. Okay. 112.81. This one is almost in the books. Thank God.
Well, at least we're 2-0 as a group, guys.
Yeah,
at least we're 2-0 as a group.
Absolutely, man. We'll take that.
We'll take it. Yep.
Yes, sir. All right, let me make sure my guy. Make sure. Okay, here we go. My guy Ari from Taiwan hit me up, said he couldn't watch the play-by-play. I had to switch the settings up. So Ari, if you watch, you should be able to watch right now. Should be good to go. All right, and this one is just about done. And the New York Knicks win number 5 in a row under the OG Anunoby era. 112-84. The Knicks get the job done, man. Great job, great team effort, and a light work night. Started with OG Anunoby, setting a good tone, man. 4-6 from downtown, 23 points. Yeah, Julius Randle with 27-17 shooting, 8 assists for Julius Randle, 13 for DiVincenzo. He shot 3 for 8 from downtown, 12 and 7 for Jalen Brunson. Yeah, Juice McBride and Quentin Grimes combining for 33 points off the bench. And that was all she wrote, man. Al, final thoughts on this one, man.
Easy sailing for the New York Knicks. Got out to a big lead thanks to the three-point shooting and solid defense. But hey, light work, man. Didn't need much from Julius Randle or Jalen Brunson tonight. That's good. You get to rest those guys up going into Dallas. And then you get to get some extended minutes for guys, especially the bench unit, man, because that bench unit does need more run, just as we saw over last week where they're a new unit trying to get situated. So overall, it's a good game for the Knicks, man. Not too much in the second half to really break down.
Yeah, not at all. Coach, any last thoughts?
You know, the Knicks are forming a bit of an identity, I guess, that kind of embodies what Tibbs wants from him. And I say that because the defensive intensity that they came out with today, I mean, you know, this was a stinker, you know, if we're being honest. And it's hard to get out there and kind of bring that emotional intensity. But, I mean, right off the bat, DiVincenzo with a steal. They forced 2-3 turnovers, maybe the first 4 possessions of the game. They shot the ball well, they shared the ball well. There was maybe a 2-minute period where they got sloppy, but outside of that, they were focused, they played together, and they got out of here with a win. Not easy to do against an inferior opponent on a rainy Tuesday night at the Garden. Shows a lot of maturity. I'm excited to see where they're going as we head into the All-Star break.
Yep, absolutely, man. Great job by them, and great job by you guys tonight, Coach. Definitely appreciate all the insights, man. Safe travels to New Zealand, and when you get back, we'll have to do another one of these play-by-plays, man. Definitely appreciate you, man. Great job, man.
I appreciate you guys, man. My great pleasure as always.
Absolutely, man. And Al, on the underdog wave, wasn't our night tonight. Wasn't our night tonight in terms of the pick'ems. But our draft is still active. Al. So we're going to be doing these underdog drafts for mostly every game. We'll give you our results during the post-game show. But if anybody is interested in doing these drafts, because we can do up to like 12-person drafts. So we're going to be organizing community drafts if you guys want to get involved. And we'll bring some more parties into the mix. But so far on the head-to-head, Team Franchise is up. Let me refresh real quick, Al. Let's see what my score is. Let me reset. 117 to 59. Team Franchise is up on the board. Okay. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see. Oh, and you can – okay, right. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had Jaren Jackson on the bench, Al. I forgot I had him on there.
Jaren Jackson.
Yeah. I forgot. I forgot I had Jared Jackson on there. But anyway, great job, fellas. Great job to the mods. Head over to Post Game Live. We're going to start the Post Game show ASAP. So make sure you guys head over to KFTV Post Game Live for highlights, analysis, and your reactions, man. So for Alex Rotaros, Coach Chaz Franklin, CP the Franchise signing out. Salute to everybody that tapped in. One more time, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel, and support our sponsors, man. Underdog Fantasy, promo code KFTV for an instant deposit match of up to $100. Great win by the Knicks, 5 in a row. We're going to recap on Knicks Postgame Live right after this, man. We'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.